Welcome to
Stays Crunchy and Milk.
If you have questions or comments, we have multiple ways to be reached. Twitter is, of course, the best way for those who need instant gratification. The show's Twitter feed is @SkimPod, SKIMPOD.
Stays Crunchy.
If you want to hear yourself on the show, why not leave us a voicemail? 216-302-8763. That's 216-302-8POD.
Stays
For the
Crunchy.
more patient amongst you, the email address for the show is podcast@stayscrunchyandmilk.com. Crunchy again being spelled with a K. We're available via Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, Google Play, Spotify, and of course at the website stayscrunchyandmilk.com. Please rate, review, subscribe, and share the show wherever you can.
Stays Crunchy.
And if the pox is feeling extra chunky, you can put in on this and support our Patreon. It's available at patreon.com/stayscrunchyandmilk. And if you donate at the $5 or higher level, you get an entire extra show each month with even more content coming soon.
Stays Crunchy.
Our personal Twitters are Tatum216, Lunchbox2099, The Real ODP, and I'm your host, the Internet's Tayrail713.
Should make that into a rap.
He had Yoshi's micro penis. Sorry.
MC Micro.
All right. There we go.
I spit with an immense amount of power. Sparks flame showers. Cowards cower. Underneath our storm clouds that indicate the acid rain hours. Now or never, ever. Ending on a bad note, ripping the crab's throat for spitting the back. Quote, blueprint will show reproach. I smash black, folk and white, folk alike for jokes with mics. And make a Kodak moment out of the most boring open mic. I make a sad fan appreciate rap again. Fuck around and forget just how whack it's been. I'm a bad man. Why is that? I catch bullets in my molars, body slam boas, and take flight with the weight of the world on my shoulders, and play David Blaine for any change that will hold us. What started out as food for thought, turned into thoughts of turning crews into food in hopes to satisfy my insatiable appetite to dine on life forms. Small planets and satellites, your solar system is my condiment. I vomit comets and don't sweat the small things and nonsense. Every dog has his day, but even more so in rhyming. So I decided that I'd never play the fire hydrant or grab the mic sounding lazy, worn down and tired. Cats don't really fall off, they just get uninspired. But before you get a reason to ever diss us, I drop an ill LP, then disappear like Bobby Fischer. But this is the building block of all that is, and what it is alchemy. Hello and welcome to it. It's Stays Crunchy Milk, episode 413, and word to the Visigoths and King Atolf. Somebody's one day is going to be like, what the fuck is he talking about? And then they're going to look up them numbers and they'll be like, oh, that's what he was talking about. But it's cool. I'm joined by my best friends. It's Tatum216.
I don't think everybody would ever wonder. I think if you're talking about numbers and saying a stand afterwards, I'm sure they figure it out, because one time somebody's going to be like, they already know what the number means and they know what that means. And they'll just be like, oh, that's what all episodes meant.
Fair enough. Lunchbox 2099.
With that being said, I understood the 411 episode.
Did you say something about Mary J. Blige?
No, we just said information or something like that. We got the information. It's the homie, the real ODP. You don't got to...
I always wondered how that whole catching bullets in your teeth thing got started. Like, did someone actually try that and just turn into a tall tale, or
Good question.
I'm sure somebody at least tried it once.
It happened in The Last Dragon.
Was it the Rule of 32? It's always important about it.
I remember, I don't know if it was like a Mythbusters episode, but there was like, they were trying to shoot a bullet with another bullet.
Yeah.
Because supposedly that happened in World War II.
They have a piece of it. It was World War. I thought it was like the Civil War or something, but we'll go over it. Hold on. But we also have a special guest that may be familiar to y'all old school listeners, because he performed at our live show back forever ago. But it's the homeboy Jack coming to chat
Multi-platinum recording artist.
about pizza
What's
this
up,
night.
guys? When we were in Vegas for your birthday, Dan, we watched Penn and Teller do the catch the bullet in the mouth trick.
That did happen. And it was magic, so I believe it really happened.
Fair enough. I saw a TikTok today with a guy doing magic for several monkeys. And that's how you know.
Oh yeah, I seen that on Instagram.
This how you know monkeys is real close to us, because they be so fascinated and shocked by magic, by close-up magic.
Yeah, I saw the same one.
Like, what the fuck? How's this happening?
Those monkeys were real impressed.
Yeah.
And I also seen a bear getting out of a lady's car, and And I was impressed by that.
Lately, I saw a TikTok of a orangutan getting some sunglasses.
Oh, it's a good one.
Yeah, and then I also saw one of a gorilla giving another gorilla a head.
Oh yeah, I seen that too. at
the zoo?
At a zoo with school kids watching.
Yeah.
So much like us.
I was at a wedding a couple years ago that was at the zoo. In the primates exhibit was like the reception, and when the bride and groom were doing their first dance together as a couple, there was I don't know what type of monkey it was, but one of the bigger primates was up against the glass, bent over, shoving its finger up its own butt.
Oh no!
And they got it all on video.
Nice.
Because I was talking to them after the wedding, and they're like, "Yeah, we can't watch our video. We can't watch our first dance part of our wedding."
You just got to get somebody good with editing and just gray it out or something.
When I was
What was the song?
I don't remember the song. but I remember that
What a
monkey.
great question.
when I was in 8th grade, we went to the zoo, and it was right by where Dave's Cosmic Subs is, where the lions are, and it was a lion. It was a female lion, and she was scratching her vagina on the rock.
I remember the story.
And the lady was like, her kids like, "What is that lion doing? Like, what's she scratching her pudding?" I thought that was one of the most amazing things I ever heard.
An elephant threw dirt at me one time.
Nice. I was thinking about The Simpsons when Homer was like, Zookeeper, those monkeys are killing each other. His monkey's fucking. That's the joke from The Simpsons. He was a child at the time, mind you, not grown, Homer.
Well, a monkey threw shit at me in the Arkansas Zoo.
One
and
of
it
the-
landed on my finger.
One of the most disappointing things at our zoo, I always thought, was the Monkey Island, because there's hardly ever any monkeys on that bitch.
I kind of feel like our zoo is a real sweet spot of sadness when it comes to the animals, because it's always like they're either sleeping or hiding. Mm-hmm. And then like I've never it's only like a few times I've been to the zoo where it's like it's been an amazing, like, oh, look at that monkey going from side to side. Like the best thing you could just do is see them eat. Like, other than that, I feel so sad most times.
Our zoo is really just like an exercise track where, like, on like lap 3, you're going to see a giraffe. Yeah. And then, like, the last lap is when you have to climb the hill to see the monkeys.
I kind of feel like most of our animals did, like, low-grade marijuana trafficking or something like that, where they all,
They all caught a charge.
Yeah, they all caught a charge, and this is like, well, I'm just going to, spend the rest of my time in this Cleveland Zoo. We can't do college courses anymore. We can just read books and lift weights.
What are you gonna do when you get out?
Well,
Just looking down on all the people using the tram because they're
Yeah.
not in zoo shape yet.
Yeah, my name is Monkey X. Don't call me by my slave name.
Well, a few weeks back, y'all recall that we announced that we couldn't support Oreo while Nabisco wasn't doing what they were supposed to do for the employees of the factories that make Oreo. I'm happy to announce that what is it? Baker's Commercial Tobacco something Union. It's a big old name, man. Has come to terms with Mondelez International, and the terms are not fantastic, but they are better than what was going down.
Is this like the Screen Actors Guild of baked goods?
Pretty much. But they get guaranteed raises over the next 5 years. They get $5,000 bonus, which basically will just cover their time during on strike. Weekend employees will have to do that 12-hour shift, like them, and it's garbage to me. But I mean, they have to be hired for that particular position. They're not just going to have anybody working that 12-hour shift. And so again, the union was pretty happy with it. Most of the people voted on it was like, okay, it's a solid enough deal. And so like I said, we support unions in this house. And if the union has done what it's supposed to do, then then we can have cookies again.
Yay!
And there just happens to be a seasonal variety of Oreo and a special variety of Oreo. So let's get it popping. Dan, if you can open that back. I'm a little ill, so I'm going to be sniffing the Oreos as normal. I'm trying to give my man the space.
Yeah, T came with his own built-in pop filter.
Hey, it's not COVID. I got tested. Made sure to get tested. It did come up negative. Let me move my milk smell still. We are testing apple cider donut Oreo. And of course, we gotta catch them all. Those are just standard ass Oreos. Actually, they're kind of like double stuff, but they are amazing. And in the streets, people are on eBay trying to hustle the Mews off for a high price. So look at your Oreo first before you go just taking it to the face.
Yeah, because like one of them was worth $1,000 or something
Worth
like that.
it is one thing.
What?
People trying to sell them for $1,000 is what's happening. Will they sell for that much?
For what I know, it was like somebody on TikTok talking about like somebody ate their husband ate the cookie and it was the one for $1,000.
Well,
I'm just saying what that lady said. I don't know nothing else about
yeah, if you
it.
go look on eBay right now for Pokemon Oreo, you'll see all kinds of people trying to hustle them hoes. What's up?
No, I forgot something else to get Dan for his birthday.
Christmas, baby.
Eh,
Hey, if he wants to give me it for my birthday, you let the man do what he wants to do.
It's definitely one thing. Happy belated birthday to Dan for the podcast. I said happy birthday on his birthday. It's one thing I do have to get him, and I'm gonna have to bring it over one morning. I know you're gonna be home, so one morning before work or while he working, I'm gonna surprise him. So I won't tell him when.
All right, let's find out why this shit sold for $60.
60 for one cookie.
There's
or the whole
literally all right, it says ultra rare. There's a Mew. Let's see, what does the description say? Ultra rare, fast shipping, packed with care, handled with gloves.
Care.
Why the fuck is the Mew like? All right, let me go to Google
They have
first.
a Mew too.
You got to send it off to get graded, though. And it doesn't. I mean, it's not as valuable unless you get it graded first.
Get in that nice plastic case.
You got to make sure that the markings are perfect all the way around.
You know that guy who pours what is it at what's that shit, Anthony?
Okay, there's an article on CNN about this
The
shit.
epoxy, the epoxy over that shit and get it nice and secure.
Limited edition Pokemon Oreo cookies are being listed for thousands on eBay.
That's a well-written article title. Listed is your main thing. Hey, punch that headline up for me, Box.
Let's see. There's got to be something here with snacks and stacks.
People making snacks off snacks.
Yeah. How much would you pay for an Oreo cookie? For some, the answer could be thousands of dollars, as one hard-to-find Oreo cookie featuring a rare Pokemon is fetching a hefty price tag on eBay. The new Oreo collaboration with Pokemon debuted earlier this month, with cookies featuring various Pokemon embellished into the chocolate. But some cookies are more rare than others, with some Oreos featuring the extremely uncommon Mew, a psychic mythical Pokemon. In the world of Pokemon, seeing a Mew is almost akin to seeing a unicorn. And as art imitates life, finding a Mew Oreo cookie is just as miraculous in its own way. So much so that the cookies featuring Mew are now being resold on eBay for thousands, with one seller asking for as much as $10,000. This is the same shit they used to do with Beanie Babies back in the day.
They want that money. They not gonna get that money.
Yeah.
Or
That's your
Or like some seller will make a listing for a super fucking high amount, buy it themselves on a different account, and then never actually complete the transaction.
So you know that Mario that sold for like several $1 million recently enough, Mario 64? When reporters have been looking into that, and it looks like pretty much that's what it is. The auction house that sold it seems to also be the auction house that bought it initially, and then bought it for initially for like whatever they paid for it, and then tried to hustle it for millions of dollars, and then they get it off, they sold it, but they didn't sell that shit. It's just trash.
one punch up I guess I can say is Popeye Dorito gets knocked down by Me Too Oreo. Mewtwo. You got it.
So CNN reached out to Mondelez International, which owns Nabisco, maker of popular snacks such as Oreos and Ritz crackers, for comment on the resale value of these cookies, but it did not receive a response. Even though the Pokemon Oreos taste exactly like other non-Pokemon Oreos, social media has been alight with raves and reviews of the cookies. Blah, 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 blah. Yakety schmackety. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so it just seems like they printed some Mews, and if we find one, it could be worth like $40 to $60 on the bay.
So my
$40 to $60.
my internet buddy Phil Theobald works for the Pokemon company, and he helped with this cookie design. He was super proud of it, and like, hey, I rarely talk about work, but I want y'all to know I definitely helped with this cookie campaign, and I'm super hype off of it.
Cookie campaign.
Yeah.
I love it.
Now there you go. You know what to do. Crack them cider Jones and let us know, man.
I just want to crack open these chips.
We'll get there.
Shit, I want to go through the deep diving into these. Man, the fucking packaging on these Pokemon Oreos is immaculate.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Like, I can see why, like, some people are buying them and not even fucking opening them. They're just putting them into those plastic collectors rectangles and shit.
They're more valuable if you don't open the package because then there's a mystery on what's inside.
Yeah.
Also, for the record, I have them. I did indeed get a Mew cookie. It is currently in my freezer.
Oh man, you need me to list that shit for you?
Get your $60, man.
I mean, I guess so. It would pay for these Oreos multiple times over. But yeah, Vanessa and I she was snacking on Oreos. She's like, "It's a fucking Mew," and I'm like, "Who cares?" But she's like, "That's because they're hustling."
It's insane because some sold on here today, some used for $120.
Oh, you know what? For like, I guess only the fourth time, maybe fifth time, we have a guest on an Oreo show. So we got rules to this. I'll walk you through it right quick. You don't have to abide by them, but I'm gonna tell you how we do it.
Okay.
We take 3 cookies.
Okay.
One cookie, you go just I mean, but my man has to watch his intakes. So 1 cookie, take it to the face, eat it dry.
Okay.
1 cookie, eat just the cream, so you can know what the cream tastes like. And then the last cookie, you dunk it and see how that experience worked for you. So
I will say this. That I am devoutly against dunking cookies.
Fair.
If you dunk a cookie, you're a monster. Now, what you should do is bite in the cookie, and then while the cookie's still in your mouth, take a sip of your milk.
I never thought of that.
type of dude be putting cereal and milk in the bowl first. Don't fuck with that, man.
Would you like?
I'll abide by the rules.
You don't have to.
Again, you don't have to.
I'm a guest
You
here.
are a guest.
There are more guidelines than rules.
Yeah, because I don't do that either. I eat one dry and I eat one wet. And if they're really good, I'll eat another one.
They smell good.
And this cookie, like it drowned immediately. Usually the Oreos don't do that.
How they smell? Like I said, I can't really
it
go
smells
sniffing
like
them.
Bath and Body Works in the fall collection.
Is that a good thing or a bad?
Do all fall cookies taste like candles? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Remember that?
I think they
Turned out
do.
to be a bad thing with that one time.
All right.
Oh man,
Apple cider.
these motherfuckers got a punch to them.
All right.
That sugar inside the cream is the saving grace.
I can tell you right now, I like the smell. It does smell like a nice fall candle.
It does. I would like my house to smell like that.
Okay, so then I just eat just the cream.
Try just the cream. You don't have to just take it all to the face, but just give it a taste and see what you think. See who's doing the most work, the cookie or the cream. Sometimes they will flavor the cookie.
A new thing we are grading. This is recent. Is your milk better for having that cookie inside of it?
You know,
You scared me, cat.
showed up on the scene. Was like, I'm here. All right. At some point, I need to time my dunk so we can see how long to let it hit.
All I did was pass Jack some milk, and it drowned. It was all the way in the bottom.
I could have used a little more.
It packs a punch.
Now, mind you, my nose is kind of jacked up, so my tasting experience may not be as high as normal.
Is the reason for the season of allergies.
But, in case you didn't know, yeah, it's super ragweed season, and it's awful in this neck of the woods right now.
Yeah, it's rough.
One thing I can say, I'm not really like a fan of pumpkin spice, but Trader Joe's has a pumpkin spice vanilla candle.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Don't smell much like pumpkin.
Hey, Poopy. You gonna go see your dad?
Last week I bought a can of pumpkin puree, and I have this recipe where I'm going to make pumpkin mousse.
Oh man.
Spoiler alert, I am glad that strike got resolved.
So, don't let this guide your mindset at all. Chalfie absolutely hated these.
Oh.
Now, he might have just been showing your boy love and been like, because he knew we was all, on an anti-cookie bent, and been like, nah, they ain't worth the time, T.
I think these are fantastic.
Oh, these are really good.
These are mediocre at best.
What?
Like
Mediocre at best. And the thing is that This is not a cookie that I could just sit and eat.
And take to the face on the regular.
Like,
Now-
you give me like a bag of Chips Ahoy, I'm gonna eat that whole bag in one sitting.
In the realm of Oreo, do you happen to have a personal favorite Oreo?
No, I think Oreos are trash.
Oh, okay.
Now, I recently, as an adult, have become more inclined to eat Oreos because my palate changed a little bit. And
Yeah.
as you get older, your palate changes and whatnot. So, the Oreo cookie itself, I'm fine with. If I'm going to eat an Oreo cookie, I'm probably going to eat a double stuff
Okay.
because you know that's.
Pussy, you gotta go mega.
I didn't even know Mega was a thing. I know that. I found out
my.
recently they have the super thin ones.
Well, it's the most stuff.
Which to me are a waste of time. The consistency is cracker-like, and I don't like that in my cookie.
I can't say I haven't had one.
Yeah.
I think the lemon ones be like perfect for like tea time.
And I feel like they're good for like making a trifle or something like that, or
Okay.
or stuffing another cookie with.
They really need to expand the thin lines. I think that way you could kind of like add them together and make your own creations.
It's a thin line between love and hate.
Let me tell you, the thin
Like, you like turn your head toward it.
The
You know,
thin-
just turn your head. There you go.
the thin lemon
Cut that part
is
out.
the thin lemon is better than the regular lemon. It's
Okay.
just too much lemon in a regular Oreo, but a thin lemon is just enough, and it's a really tasty cookie.
I'm surprised that there's so much hate coming at these right now, though. Like they're not like the best Oreo I've ever had, but they're
Oh,
solid.
I'm not. There's no hate. There's no hate. I'm just saying it is not. It is not as snackable as our better Oreo flavors have been. It's tasty. Again, I can't give you a full judging because my nostrils is a little whatever.
Like I'll tell you this: my burp right now reminded me of like, you know how Entenmann sells the variety donut box with the powder, the chocolate, the glaze, and the one with not a goddamn thing on it.
Cake.
Yeah. But it's not even like cake. It's the donut fried, but it's like
That's called a cake donut.
well, it's shitty. Now,
Shitty, kind of shitty, in the middle.
like
we all know we go to that box for the chocolate.
yeah, the chocolate one is the king.
It's up there. What's up there with cake cones?
Yeah. But the
all
burp I
lies.
just had reminded me of that donut,
Is that
What the cake one?
the cake one. Like I'm getting that taste, but there's a little bit of like that the sugar on it. I'm not really getting much apple off this.
I feel like you do taste apple like underneath, but that cake is very strong.
Yeah, I feel like that's coming through way more than like apple cider.
Well,
And
yeah,
I
I feel like apple cider. I mean, unless you just take it to the face, because some people drink apple cider for
I have some up in the fridge. You want some?
health reasons. I feel like the deal here is donut. And
Yeah.
does it represent a donut to you?
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm burping the donut taste from Entenmann's right now.
Yeah, it very much in my mouth right now. It's very much
Yeah.
a donut-y situation going on. Like I just chewed, like he said, a cake donut.
And actually, the feeling on my tongue is as if I ate one of those chocolate donuts.
A little slick,
taste-
little slick. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like that.
So I would argue that it did indeed. I guess know the assignment, as the old TikTokers be saying. It does indeed taste like a donut. I don't know if it tastes particularly like an apple cider donut because I don't think I've ever had that type of donut. So in that regard, well done.
I kind of feel like if you're going to scale it up, it's like right up front, especially like when you eat the cream by itself, yes, you get apple. But when you put it in a milk, it definitely goes donut overboard.
Yes.
Yeah, the milk really toned it down for me.
Yeah, like
Like damn near killed it.
That's actually how it brought the cream flavor down, but it did pump up the donutness of it.
yeah.
So I mean, I don't know, Milk's favorite cookie and all that.
And maybe it's because the last one I ate was dunked in milk.
Wait, is that Oreo's thing? Is that it's Milk's favorite cookie?
That is their brand.
tagline,
Yeah, their
yeah.
tag. Yeah.
Nobody asked Milk.
Don't be saying shit like that because people get upset. I found that out on Twitter the other day. You can't be saying like things like full disclosure for those listening. An NFL reporter the other day put out a tweet saying that Richard Sherman was signing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and it was like the top free agent on the market is signing with Tampa. All I did was reply to the tweet and I said top free agent according to who. And then I had dozens of fucking people on the internet flip the fuck out, decide to call me stupid, fat, neckbeard, say all kinds of shit to me.
I have never had this happen on Twitter before.
That's bullshit. Your neck is beardless. It's all chin and cheek.
I had a kid, and I found out he was a kid because I called him a kid. He told me I'm 23, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, congratulations. Hope today goes well at school, buddy. And he's like, I work a night shift job, and I was like, oh man, night shift. I'm so proud of you. But
What a game! You interacted.
I did, but I didn't cuss at anybody.
Fair enough.
But he told me that it's very clear that my wife left and took the kids. And
Oh wow!
Oh shit!
that I'm clearly upset by it, and that our podcast sucks.
Oh well, sir.
All because I said top free agent according to who.
Man,
So
well,
you
if you're
can't be
listening-
saying shit like that.
We're
'cause
being honest. You should have said top free agent according to whom.
I did fuck up the grammar.
Oh, it was the grammar that got him upset.
Grammar
Yeah.
police, grammar police.
Man, they be fucking up.
I
bro.
mean, when they went, you crazy? But I was just like, so you think a 33-year-old man who's had Achilles surgery and finished last year with lower leg injuries and 3 months ago was on video trying to kill his father-in-law is the top free agent on the market?
I think that's what
It's the
makes him
best
the
player
top.
the NFL had in the offers. And they're all, you clearly don't watch football. And I was like, clearly I don't.
Wait, was the headline or was the tweet the top free agent or a top free
The top free agent.
agent? Okay, that's just
That's why I said top free agent according to who.
Yeah.
So when you're over here like top cookie according to who, like you're gonna have fucking people finding out your info, and they're gonna start writing you letters like, "You never had a fucking Oreo, motherfucker."
I will send them the meme or the meme, the Andre meme. That so why would you say something so controversial? But yes, right. Because that's how I feel.
I could tell by your statement that your mother looked you in the eye one day and said, "I don't love you, son."
oh my
I mean,
god!
probably.
Just crack the other cookies, man.
I was mad at-
We're actually going to open up the other ones.
yeah.
We're gonna go hunting for Muse. Before we one last thing though, I was upset with myself because I didn't come up with a really good comeback to that kid, and I thought of it after. I didn't want to go back to the
that's the worst,
conversation. Yeah, when he said the thing about my wife and kids, I wanted
Which
to
is
write
a really
back.
good show.
Yeah, I wanted to write back to him. You're right. My life has never been the same since she left. So when your mom gets home, tell her I miss her.
Missed
And I
opportunity.
fucked it up by not thinking of it in the moment.
It's not too late to do it
I
now.
would do it. Go ahead.
I was so shocked that the kid was like so proud of the fact that he's like I work night shift, and I'm like, okay.
I don't.
He was upset because I told him that someday his balls would drop. And until then, I wasn't going to talk to little kids. And he went, I'm 23, motherfucker.
I worked the night shift.
As Gabe can tell you, telling people they have small penises or commenting on small penises and balls is a touchy subject.
Well, I mean, in my defense, his avatar picture, he had no body hair whatsoever. And his hair was uncombed. And he was crouched down doing
Is he a
some
Ken
sort
doll?
of... Huh?
I said, is he a Ken doll? It's just smooth all the way across.
I mean, I didn't see his balls or anything, but he had no facial hair. Like, his arms looked smooth. His hair was uncombed. And he was doing some sort of half-assed white boy West Side symbol.
I'm not,
Yeah, just like that. It was like the E, but like West Side.
I'm not going to dox this motherfucker, but I'm going to go look his ass up right quick.
Was it Jake Paul or Logan Paul?
No,
Or
this kid was brown hair.
Okay.
Brown hair.
And he was clearly from Tampa Bay, which is why he was defending Richard Sherman's honor that day. That was the thing. It wasn't like I said Richard Sherman sucked at football ever. I didn't talk shit about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I asked one simple question and drew the ire of half of the residents of Tampa, Florida.
Night shift, damn, I'm proud of you. It's pretty good.
Well, it's because I kept calling him son.
Hold on. Wait. So if you look at his banner, it's black people. You know what I'm saying? But then you go look at his profile, and It's the night shift working Brolic Gully. Why?
What are you doing, man?
That shit might be my show art.
he like took it so personally that I asked a simple question. It was him and like one other dude who were really angry at me for asking the question.
Y'all, when it's y'all show art this week, y'all know what happened. Okay?
But then the funny thing about it is because like so many tweets went back and forth.
Yeah.
Every time I went on Twitter that day, I had a bunch of new notifications where it was like different people liking the different tweets in the battle.
Yeah.
So like I will say that he got like 2-to-1 ratio on my likes to his likes. So there are a lot of stupid people in the world.
his shit is he's from Wesley Chapel, Florida.
Well,
And he also has a link to Pornhub.com as his link on.
So he makes videos.
Oh,
No,
is that what he's doing tonight?
He's a child. God damn! You be too late. Yeah, you can't come back now. It's 3 days later, man.
Oh, well, no, I thought of it the same day, but I didn't want to rehash it at that point.
It's all good. It's all good. All right,
right,
crack some
just
other cookies. Just keep it moving.
All right, so looking for Muse, huh?
And I don't know how that pack opened. Is it a full? Okay.
yeah, your filing deadline has run on that one.
Yeah, they look like it's a lot of stuff in them
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
I think them hoes is double stuff. These you don't have to put the effort into of dunking and bunking. They're just regular Oreos. They're just double stuffed Oreos. You know what it is.
Oh, man. These weren't just the original 150. There's a Cyndaquil in here.
There's a Rowlet.
Bulbasaur, Dratini,
This is
I got
Groki,
a Piplup.
Grony.
I got Patchman.
No, I'm going to
sorry,
abstain
what?
from those. I kind of feel like it's a hat on a hat eating these cookies.
Can I get that
I got
milk?
milk? Yeah.
Patch Ham.
Thank you.
I can pour it for you.
All right, well,
Appreciate
here's a
you.
Mew.
No problem.
There's a Mew, guys.
You got a Mew?
There's a Mew right here.
Let me see.
Oh
I'm
look,
gonna
it's
steal
so
from you.
rare that we pulled it in 2 packs of these cookies.
That is a Mew.
Oh, my God. You're holding $120 right there.
Okay, well, after what I spent on my suits today.
Hey, enjoy.
You didn't go to the men's warehouse?
No, I went to
Damn.
a place called Christophier's.
I drank one.
Is that the kind of place where they give you, like, champagne while you're shopping?
I think that if he would have realized how much money I was spending before I started shopping, he may have broken it out. And when I'm gonna go back and get another suit from him at some point because it was a great experience, and he really knows what he's doing.
Free plug.
I, in my entire life, have never worn a suit.
Really?
We should go get you a suit.
You need a suit.
I've never been able to, like, really, like, fit in one, and I never had an occasion to really need to go get one.
I assume tailored, right? Yeah. I mean, that's what you need.
That was one of the things, like, when I had lost all the weight before I gained it all back during COVID.
Yeah.
Was I wanted to get down to a certain point, and the first thing I wanted to do when I got to that point was get a suit.
Yeah.
Now we're about 2 years backpedaled on that.
I got one of the suits I got is one I picked off the rack that he's going to tailor to me. The other one he's going to custom made. And the difference in cost was not that much. So it was a little bit cheaper to take one off the rack and then have it custom made.
Yeah.
I asked about the champagne because that was part of Ted Lasso's episode last night.
Yeah.
Are they still going?
Yeah.
Finale's next week, I think.
That episode was heavy.
Bruh.
Me, you, and T need to discuss it because he and I were texting.
We
last night.
already talking about having a Ted Lasso podcast. Oddly enough, Nick Jew from What's the T was talking about having a Ted Lasso. I hit her up, I'm like, we talking about having a Ted Lasso podcast. We can just join like fucking Voltron. But she said, unfortunately, multiple people have already asked her to get down on her show, and I'm like, it's cool, baby. So that just means we can all three do it. Just do a rewatch.
It is hands down one of the greatest television programs of all time.
We just discussed it last week, man. I fuck with Ted Lasso hard, man. I go up for it. And this last episode had me, I don't know, I wasn't crying for once. For the first one time in a couple of weeks, they didn't have me in tears. Right. So that's a good thing. But they did have me mad.
I left the episode mad.
Yeah,
but I also left the episode wondering what the hell is going to happen in these people's lives.
Yeah.
Because there's so many open-ended things that could go so many different directions right now.
I have a theory.
Same. We'll talk. On a real apple cider donut Oreos, 2.5.
Whoa.
3. I'm gonna give them 3 because you know what? I would tell you if you can find them, go for it. They do what they're supposed to do, and that is they taste like a donut.
They're very decadent. Like it's like Jack said, it's definitely not an Oreo.
You can snack on. Yeah,
I can eat and be like, oh okay. They're a powerhouse of flavor. I will give them a 3.75.
Okay.
I was thinking 3.25.
Okay.
Wait, what's your scale?
1 to 5 or 0 to 5. Yeah.
0 through 5. You can
Oh, this is a 1.
you can
It's a 1 cookie.
you can zero it out if you want to.
No. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't like it made me want to vomit.
Terrible. That is a.
That's a good scale to have on the list.
I kind of look at it like the normal cookie is like a 2.5. That's the baseline. And then like these special edition ones, if they're like kind of what they say they are, they stay around there. And if I like them or not, they'll like, flip either side. Yeah. Just because I couldn't get like really the apple cider part out of it, but it damn sure hit donut.
Yeah.
And they're not fucking horrid, in my opinion. That's why I went 3.25. Like I've given shit like 4.5, 5 before. Like we've gone up the scale. These ones to me are like, they're a little bit special because they're not the regular ones, but they're not exactly what they say they are.
They are fair to middling 3. It makes perfect sense. You know what I'm saying? To me, it does. Gabriel,
I'm
turn toward the
giving them a
microphone
4.
again.
I'm giving them a 4. I like them that much.
Fair enough.
Did you get a lot of the apple?
No.
And I'm not questioning your score. I'm just curious.
It's just very tasty. If they would have had apple in the taste of it, I mean, added like a 4 1/4.
It's funny because like I trashed on the cake donut from the Entenmann's variety pack.
Yeah.
But I actually enjoy it here in the Oreo form.
I remember when we had when we first had the chocolate chip Oreo ones, and that tasted like coffee. I'm like, this is a very tasty Oreo, but
It's not what it said it was.
It was not chocolate chip cookie dough.
So it got points off.
Correct. And so this one, would you give it?
A 4.
4. Okay. 4. All right. So we got a 1 from Jack, a 4 from Gabriel, 3 from me, 3.25 from Box, and you say
3.75.
3.75 from and the other ones. They're Pokemon Oreos, but they are simply double stuffed Oreos. They're tasty.
I'm not giving them a score.
And they are scoreless. But you know what? Man, you get out there and catch them all. They had a giant pallet of them hoes at the Target I got them from today. So they are not. Oh, hold on.
Nobody caught them all.
I will quickly tell you the story of the first pack I bought when I bought these apple cider donuts. Mm-hmm. It was early in the day, and I was a Giant Eagle over there in my neck of the woods. And
Next to Target?
No, the other one.
Okay.
The one deep in the heart of.
Next to the best restaurant on earth?
Oh, sure, I guess. So I'm walking past, and there's a cart sitting there, and I noticed they got a pack of them Oreos in it. And I'm looking, I walk, and I'm like, wait a minute. And there's nobody around at all.
Oh, no.
And I look back, and I'm like, nobody is around here, and ain't nobody that came back to this cart. Those are mine now. So I did indeed take a pack of the, because at that point, the rumor had been like they're super rare. The packs were just rare. Mm-hmm. And I was like, here you go, sir. Ma'am, whoever, thank you for this pack. So the first pack of them shits I copped, indeed, which is the pack we actually are eating right now, were they're ill-gotten gains.
You had me eat stolen Oreos?
I mean, stolen? No.
Stolen valor.
They had not been purchased by anyone but Giant Eagle at that point. And I simply gave Giant Eagle money for them hoes.
I'm going to say that
You paid for them. They're not stolen.
This Mew cookie would be a PSA 6.
I saw the chip in the
centered.
yeah.
And the top almost came off with no struggle at all, and the printing, it's not great.
I can see a chip in the cookie from this angle too.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna get $1,000 for that.
I'm gonna have to take it and get it graded. Dan, do you want this cookie?
I mean, you're gonna get it graded, right?
What?
You just said you're gonna get it graded.
That was a lie.
Well, it's T's cookie technically.
It's a cookie. Eat the cookie or whatever, man. Thank you. Eat the cookie.
All right.
You just ate a $120 cookie. How do you feel?
You know what? It tastes a little different.
So, as you recall, some weeks back, we said we would have Jack on the show because Jack was excited to share with us some pizza and
Did we say it on the show, or did I just tell you guys?
We said on the show. Toffee was wild excited about having him on. Like, I can't wait to hear him. I'm like, sweet.
Oh, okay.
So,
I didn't know if it made the cut.
yeah. So Jack is a bit of a pizza expert and savant and knows what he knows.
Jack is a man of many talents.
Indeed.
I've known Jack for, what would you say, 8 years now?
Probably, yeah.
Maybe 9? Like,
Maybe 9. I know.
Wait. Yeah, it would probably be at least 9.
Yeah, because I remember having a conversation with Megan that had I known you when her and I got married, that I would have invited you to the wedding, but I didn't know you at the time.
I think I met you like 3 months after your wedding.
Yeah, probably.
So, and that was what, 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I've known Jack almost a decade now.
You've known Jack as long as you've known us?
Almost, yeah.
That's funny.
Because I joined the bowling team, and he was on the bowling team.
That's neat that you just at that point in your life were so receptive to making new friends. I think that's neat.
Oh, we're not friends.
I mean, like, it was like proximity thing.
Thank you for just shitting on me being respectful of you being a good person.
They're blood brothers. They cut their hands in the alley with razors, and then
Shook them hoes.
I mean, think about it. Like, everyone in this room I met because they were somewhere I had to be.
that is friendship.
you know what? I kind of feel like Gabe is your only friend that you didn't have to make.
You did not have to make me as a
Yeah,
friend.
but, like, T brought him over to where I had to sit.
No, not where you had to
I
sit.
didn't have to
There was
go.
a choice. He's
Said,
your only
No, I don't want to go where that.
he's your only choice friend.
is.
I mean, you fighting it hard, but it's true.
No, he brought him to the podcast. I was
No.
already there.
No, he came to T's house.
Yeah, for the podcast.
I didn't have
But
to.
he didn't have to, and like he would come to lunch with us. You never had to sit with him. You never had to
I
talk
don't
to
think
him.
he came to lunch before the podcast.
Yes, he
I
did.
did.
All the time.
I mean, when I was there?
Yes.
Because we started doing this show, like, when my first year there.
Yeah, and Gabe
went to
still
lunch
worked
with-
downtown.
Oh yeah, because Gabe worked there. Okay.
Yeah, I still worked downtown at the time.
I'm sorry, I don't really remember that much.
Downtown.
I know. And that pushes my theory even further. This is like it was just so natural that he became your only good friend that you didn't have to make.
I remember bringing my one buddy who worked there, who got me in, or told me about the position, who always bought hot dogs at the hot dog cart in Public Square.
Yeah, he. I guess this was the first, your first day. He was walking with us, and like we were on our way to go somewhere, and I guess he was just like, "You guys are going to a real restaurant? Too rich for my blood," and immediately left us. And you didn't have lunch with him for the next 2 years he worked there.
Yeah, I don't know, like, if it was... It's hard to say, like, it wasn't it wasn't a fight or anything. It was
just natural.
he just didn't want to go the places we were going, and so I wanted to go to those places that you guys were going, so...
Yeah, but it was literally your first day. This dude was just like, I just rather have a hot dog. And then after that, it was just like, no more after that.
No, did he get fancy and get a Polish boy or something like that?
No, he got a hot dog
I mean,
from a hot dog cart.
This that dude. Right?
Yeah.
I'll beep that. Worry not. But yeah, he said like he would have just got a hot dog, probably some ketchup, maybe some mustard.
Oh. he's not living the high life.
I mean, back then, like, he went to college. He's like a portfolio manager, so he's kind of like always kind of watched his finances, and now he's married. He's got at least 2 kids. It might be 3 now.
Wow.
They bought a house out on the east side, like out in your neck of the woods, I think. So that's just always been him. Like, his family didn't grow up with a lot. Like, his mom passed when he was young, and so it was just him and his dad.
Yeah.
And like they would eat at their dinner at like his grandparents every day, and so like he never really had a lot of money.
He was taught to be frugal, and he had all of that.
So that was just his upbringing. So it wasn't like it was like anything personal or anything like that. That was just what he knew, and that's what he's always done.
I feel like a dick making a joke about it now.
I mean,
You should. You ruined a man.
You impugn this man's reputation. And how dare you, sir? Now let's talk about motherfucking pizza, which is what Jack is here for.
Well, I wanted to give everyone listening a little breakdown.
Oh no doubt. But we started talking about.
Yeah, we talked about that a whole lot. Like,
I know.
we didn't get Jack
That's
a
why I was going to bring it back around town. So
Jack threw.
I've known Jack for almost 10 years now. We met on the bowling team that I've been on. Jack is currently the captain of the non-existent bowling team. He is one of the people who runs a local trucking company that sponsors the Cleveland Browns.
No, yes, we're partners. with
Oh,
the-
partners. I didn't understand the relationship.
part. Well, basically, we give them a lot of money, and we get to say that we're partners.
It's like buying friends.
Yeah, essentially.
He's a connoisseur of pizza. I've had many a steak dinner with this gentleman. We have both played Call of Duty together, as bad as we both are.
Didn't you just say more people cheat than anything?
We don't cheat, though.
No, not you. I mean, like y'all be getting cheated.
I might cheat if I could, but I don't have a computer, so I can't cheat.
Again, you can just turn off playing against PC players. You can just play against console-only players. I don't know why you don't do that.
I don't care that much anymore. He is the person who did all the driving on our Kansas City trip.
Well done. He never lets anybody else drive. It's a big deal.
You want to know the truth? The reason I caved is because he paid for the Airbnb.
Fair enough. Like I said, he does not let other people drive.
Yeah, and I have it on good authority that Dan was not very happy with any of the trip.
No, I don't think I
What do you
heard
mean any of the trip?
Only thing bad about the trip I heard was his room was in a,
Well, I listened to the
in a
last
state.
episode, and you dogged on the trip the whole time.
I dogged on my room and the shower.
The rest of the trip seemed to be
Yeah.
delightful.
I mean, I was just like, oh man, I thought we had a really good conversation. We had a lot of fun together.
I gotta feel like you shitted on you guys' date,
They
Dan.
didn't make it on the podcast. Is all I'm saying.
I mean, I talked about the murder hotel.
You did.
That was hands down the scariest looking place
Yeah.
that I have ever been to. Thank God I brought up the fact of bed bugs because was determined for us to stay there.
It was the weirdest thing. Like, now that you mention it, though, I do remember shitting on the pizza, which at the time I believe I told you I thought it was okay, but I wasn't wowed.
I don't have a problem like with
He
pizza.
did make the pizza.
Pizza, there's such a broad spectrum of things that I like about pizza.
Yeah.
The reason I like Mikey's Late Night Slice is because, and if I'm being perfectly honest, you got the wrong slice of pizza. You don't go to a place like that and get a weird pizza. You go there, you get a slice of pepperoni. Or spicy pepperoni if you want some heat to it.
I'm a big garlic fan, and so that's why I went to the garlic
that's
slice.
fine. But, like,
It didn't really offer a lot, and the garlic wasn't really prominent.
Well, I didn't. I got a piece of pepperoni because that's what I always get.
Yeah.
Like that, and it's always the same. Like part of the reason I like it is because every time I go there, that pizza's the same.
Yeah.
And like, so I know what I'm getting into. Like the pizza that I brought tonight, I've never had this before, so we're all gonna try it and we're gonna have opinions on it.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's gonna be very good. Not because, well, one, it's been sitting for a while, so it's gonna be cold, which. There is a factor when you're talking about pizzas. If a pizza's good cold, that gives it bonus points.
Correct.
You don't have to heat it up; just take it right to the dome.
Which that night was something I kind of wish they had done. Like, I didn't like that they heated it up to the degree that they did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I kind of would have preferred it colder.
Did you get any of the unicorn sauce?
I didn't have anything on it other than what they gave me.
They have this sauce that you can get that I usually get just for the crust because my biggest complaint with all pizza places is that their crust usually isn't very good. The actual the end of the pizza, like the circular part crust, the actual breading of it is good, but then you get to it and it's dry or it doesn't. They try to make it fancy and it doesn't work. Just give me some marinara sauce or a nice sauce that you make.
Garlic butter and I'm set.
Garlic butter sauce is great for pizza.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's just it takes that something that would normally just be that I wouldn't even eat to make it really, really good.
Yeah, garlic butter sauce for years tricked me into thinking that Papa John's is good pizza.
Exactly. It is such overrated, high cost garbage.
It took me a while to realize.
But the garlic butter, it was just like, oh, but I get to eat that garlic butter with it? Oh my God, I'm in.
And chain pizza is rough. There isn't a lot of really good chain pizza. You can get in my opinion, the difference between a Little Caesars Fresh and Ready and a Papa John's is so negligible. Why would you spend the money? Antonio's, that place you got the pizza for, the one that we hung out. It's a chain pizza place, and their pizza's okay.
Yeah, I bought another one of those like a week and a half later, and it wasn't as good the second time.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about chain pizza, is that it's never going to be consistent, because you get people who don't care. They're just there to work a job. They don't care about pizza, so they're just going to be like, whatever. So what happened, that's my fear with this pizza, is I looked at it before I brought it over here, and it looks like somebody just threw the toppings on, and they didn't really do a lot of care. Half the crust is cooked. The other half of the crust looks like they didn't turn it. Because in a pizza oven, the back of the oven is much hotter than the front of the oven. Yeah. So when you put it in, you got to turn it halfway through so that it gets even. It doesn't look like they.
And I've seen that on YouTube videos. So I know more than these people.
Now, what do you think about the theory that the more run down a pizza place looks, the better the pizza?
It could be. I mean, it just depends. It really all depends on who's running it. In New York, there's a place called Luigi's that if you looked at that place, you would be like, it looks like it's disgusting, but it's the best pizza in New York.
In my
And
experience,
it also jumps higher than Mario.
in my experience in New York, they all look shitty. And I'm not trying to shit on New York, but it's like when you're actually
do that.
in
I
New
think
York
that-
City, walking around the normal streets, a lot of these places are older because New York is fucking hundreds of years old, and everybody's on top of each other, so there's not a lot of space. So a lot of the places, like, they do look kind of like shitholes, you know, like little holes on the wall, little decrepit places. But that's just, you know, the age and the space thing.
So when I went to New York, and I was in New York for all of 24 hours. My trip to New York was way fast. I went to go see Cannibal Ox reunion show, and literally drove New York. We got to New York like 4 in the morning. I slept for like 3.5 hours, got up and then toured the city, and then went to a club the rest of the night. This is a hard trip. But we had a slice at what's probably like every other fucking restaurant there is called like Famous Ray's.
Yeah, Ray's.
Tons of Rays. It's always a different Ray. It's never the same Ray. It's not really a chain. Some other Ray just said, I'm famous too. And that was my first, taste of a New York slice. And it's fine. And it was just fine. It was like $2.
Yeah, I've never
For a
had
pretty
like a piece
substantial
of
slice.
New York style pizza that's like wowed me. It's always just been like, this is edible.
I don't think I have expectations of being wild because that's not what I come to pizza for. Pizza's comfort food, bro. And I come to be comforted, and I can appreciate some good pizza. Like I said, I fuck with Dewey's because I like what they do.
But the thing is, like, pizza has wowed me before.
Oh.
Like that Detroit pizza we had. I don't know if I mentioned this,
That's
but
on my recommendation, just so everyone knows.
Yes.
now you did recommend it to me, but he had also mentioned it independently of you.
Like almost 3 years ago that we were supposed to go.
Yeah, we were planning that trip for a long time.
Yeah.
It got pushed back because of the quarantine, but so that pizza that I brought home from we were in Detroit.
Yeah.
That shit was in my trunk of my car for an entire day almost.
Yeah.
Came home, sat in my fridge for an additional day. Then I ate it. So we came home on Sunday.
Yep.
I ate that bitch on Tuesday after it was cooked Saturday night.
Yeah.
It was way fucking better on Tuesday than it was when we ate it fresh on Saturday.
It's like you know how like a pot of chili just gets better as it sits in the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
The spices have a chance to integrate a little bit more, and everything kind of melds together better. And maybe it works the same way for Buddy.
But like, think about what I just said.
I trust
That
that's a
shit
lot.
sat in my trunk for a whole day.
It's all the grease.
Then it sat in the fridge for a day, and then came back out and got eaten, and it was fantastic.
Nice.
That Buddy's pizza was probably the best pizza I've had in a long, long time.
I'm really impressed by it.
I want to take. Because I know you fuck with Dewey's. I want you to have the
Edgar Allan Poe.
the Poe at Dewey's. I think you'll fuck with it a lot because they throwing whole cloves on that bitch. Like so much so that I'll be like, please pull back on that a little bit whenever I order it. But I think you'll fuck with it. But
Well, what I don't know if I forget who said it, but somebody said like pizza's like pussy. Like even bad pizza is good pizza.
That's not true.
Yeah, because
the ads don't work on either one of those.
yeah, because like a microwave
I didn't
Tony's
make
pizza is not good.
I did not make the expression up. I'm just saying somebody said that once.
You watch too many episodes of The Sopranos.
Now, what Box told us is what that in your opinion. So we all are of a similar thinking process that a spot's cheese pizza is what shows off its chops the best.
No, completely wrong.
No, he said deluxe.
No, I said
No, we said cheese pizza.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misheard you.
Yeah.
If you make a cheese pizza, you go to a place, you order cheese pizza, and you're like, wow, this is amazing. This is like one of the best pizzas I've ever had in my life. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna get their deluxe.
Okay.
And then the deluxe sucks. It's because they fooled you. Because anybody can put cheese and sauce on a pizza, and you're gonna eat it and be like, wow, it's cheese and sauce on a pizza. It's delicious.
Okay.
But if you get a supreme pizza, like this place didn't have a supreme, so I got sausage peppers or sausage, mushroom, and pepperonis.
Okay.
But
the
if you
whole
get a
thing?
supreme to start, and it's delicious,
Yeah.
then every other pizza on the menu is going to be good.
Fair enough.
Guaranteed that every other pizza on the menu is going to be good. Now, not all pizza places make a supreme pizza, so you got to pay attention to the ingredients and what you're getting. Some places like this is supposed to be a fancier type of pizza.
Okay.
Like it's, I don't know how you even describe it. It's not a margarita. It's not Neapolitan. It's just supposed to be a fancier pizza, I guess.
What's your baseline for what goes on a Supreme, in your opinion?
Sausage, peppers, mushrooms, onions, and pepperoni.
Okay.
Those 5
'Cause
ingredients.
You know how some restaurants will be like...
I like olives
Yeah.
personally, but they don't have to go on a pizza for me to like it.
You know, some spots will be like, I'm going to throw on some hamburger and ham, and it's like, what are you doing?
They don't call that. They call that. I've seen that done and called like Ultra Deluxe or
Yeah.
Mega Supreme or like some other transformer.
The other thing you have to be careful about too is you put too many toppings on a pizza, it's gonna weigh down the pizza. And
Yeah.
it's not gonna be enjoyable to eat because it's just gonna be so much food. And so you have to be careful. It's another thing when you find a place that does a Supreme, like, again, I'm just being particular because how I like pizza is that everything has to be even.
Yeah.
Everything has to, so it's balanced. So when you have one bite of the pizza, you don't have to get a little bit of everything, but you get a bite and it's not like the toppings aren't weighing everything down. It doesn't make it soggy. You know, it's hard to do it really, really well. So if you find a place that does it really well, it's gonna make it's.
If they can pull that off, they can pull off just about anything.
Exactly.
Now, can these two eat this pizza because they don't fuck with swine?
Well, no, that means I can't eat the pizza. It's okay if I can't eat the pizza. But y'all can fuck up some pizza and it'll be great. Y'all can tell me about it. Relax.
Much like the guy with the Pornhub in his liner notes, I can watch. I can sit back.
You working night shift too?
I can sit back and watch you guys enjoy something. I don't got to put my hands in my pants.
No, had I known, I wouldn't have done that.
Oh, it's cool.
I told Dan that I was getting pizza, and he didn't say that there were dietary restrictions.
I mentioned it when we were driving to St. Louis.
I don't listen to you when you talk. Bro.
That's why it was such a bad trip.
Worry not. Worry not. This won't be the last time we come to have a pizza chat. Pizza chat can become a thing we do on the regular, which I kind of fuck with.
It'd be like our new Oreos thing.
I would love to bring you guys random pizzas here and there for you guys to try because there's a lot of really good pizza in Cleveland that people don't.
I kind of feel like what I want to do is since I want to build a pizza oven in Dan's backyard.
Plenty of space for it.
And that's what I'm saying. You have a perfect yard for it.
I always thought about like people who have like the built-in grills, like the patio with like the stonework and everything.
Yeah.
I want to just start calling backyards gardens like they do in England. Can we do that? Can we just flip the script and call it the garden?
Well, you're gonna start calling the vagina Fanny and
The vagina.
Pull out my
God, I'm not going to call it a vagina. I can tell you that, sir.
Pull out,
I was trying not to be crude and say pussy again for the second time in this podcast.
pull out.
You
my,
can say
my,
vagina. That sounds good.
my micro tallywhacker.
Okay, just
How did I say aluminum again?
aluminium.
Aluminium, yeah. The aluminium garden, if you can call it that, that's cool.
So just to set a baseline for people, what is your, if you like, I realize you're probably not going to do this, but if you just like, fine, I'm going to get some pizza. What's the one chain spot you'd be like, all right, I'll fuck with you.
The chain spot?
Yeah.
I guess Romeo's. Romeo's or that Antonio's place is pretty good. But it's not. Even that place, like, isn't great. Dewey's is good. Dewey's is a chain place. It's good.
Yeah.
I used to really like for people that live in this area. I used to really like Danny Boy's.
Okay.
Pizza, but I had a Danny Boy's pizza recently, and it was straight.
Oh, that fell off.
All right. I guess another question then becomes, who is your pizza enemy? Like, how dare you?
Pizza Hut.
Yes. I just had pizza the other night because Vanessa loves Pizza Hut for some reason.
And here's the thing, though. It's because Pizza Hut always tricks me. They always have a new pizza that I'm like, I gotta have that pizza.
Exactly.
And then I get it.
Their Detroit style's back.
I know. I tried it. It's terrible.
It's terrible. Not even just bad. Terrible.
Terrible.
Their cheese doesn't taste like it. The mouthfeel of their cheese and the viscosity of their melted cheese tastes like paper, like straight up paper. And like I got tricked again a few years, not even a few, like a couple months ago. My son was like, "I really want some Pizza Hut," and I'm like, "I have to oblige you. You're okay."
That's my seed.
And it was just like it was so bad.
Well,
so
and
bad.
part of the problem too with Pizza Hut is that when we were kids, Pizza Hut was the shit.
Agreed.
When we were
I know.
kids,
It was a treat to go to Pizza Hut.
When you go to Pizza Hut, you got the Pizza Hut buffet.
Yep.
and you got to put like your parent would give you like a quarter for the Double Dragon game or whatever.
That and the reading program where you got the free personal pan
Book it.
pizza.
Yeah.
And we know what's so crazy though? If you get a personal pan pizza from Target, it still tastes good. I don't even think they use the same cheese.
I love too how you can tell which buildings used to be Pizza Huts.
Them hoes, dude, just give it away.
I love getting my check cashed in places that used to be a Pizza Hut.
Pizza Huts and old Taco Bells.
Yes.
I will say for pizza enemies, Papa John's gets an honorable mention for the owner being a racist, and I very rarely will get Papa John's because of that. And then Domino's is also straight trash.
So
Is he still the owner? I thought he got bought out.
I don't know.
Shaq is the owner now.
Shaq owns it now.
So my,
Papa
And
John's
Reebok.
no longer racist.
my partner's job, the company she works for, was recently sold. So basically, it was like, it's sold, and this shit's probably gonna be done in a couple of weeks. So y'all might as well, whatever. So they have a program where they get points, and they can spend the points on gift cards and shit. And it's like, basically, spend your points now. So she spent her points, and one of the things she got was a Domino's gift card. And so we had Domino's the other day. Was it yesterday? It might have been yesterday. It might have been the day before. And of course, they have their new Brooklyn style pizza, and it was Domino's is awful. He gets it when at wrestling events.
I like their pan pizza.
I got one today, and it was good.
Yeah, like
they Brooklyn
what the
style
fuck
pizza?
is Brooklyn style pizza?
It was ketchup and some cheese on very skinny bread because their sauce is absolute dreck.
Oh well. My boys love that. We went to the park today, and after the park, it's like we want pizza. We got Domino's.
Yeah, that is a pizza enemy. Let me tell you something. I worked at Little Caesars back in the day. I managed a Little Caesars for a bit. I know how they make their pizza and so forth and so on. There's a Little Caesars right around the corner from me, and every now and again I just go holler at my man's. He puts me on my little $5 junk. But if you order Little Caesars fresh, and I would tell you to get their deep dish because it's kind of basically a Detroit style.
I'm intrigued by this because I don't know of anyone who's ordered Little Caesars pizza that wasn't a $5 holler.
I ordered
Since I was a kid.
Little Caesars is our friend.
Oh,
Like
really?
you get the crazy bread, and it's not as good as it was again.
Correct.
It's
Everything
not as
is-
good as it was.
yeah.
Because nothing's like nostalgia has ruined us all. But Little Caesars is our friend. Little Caesars, they only want to do good by us.
Solid app, one of the better apps in the game. So it's real easy to order, and you know how I got to get down. I have to precise my shit. It's just you eat it hot. It's not gonna be good the next day. It's just not. It does not go overnight well. I mean, if you leave it out, like I guess what I'm saying, some people put their pizza in the fridge. Are you a fridge man? Or are you like room temperature?
Oh, I put mine in the fridge.
I'm a room temperature guy. Vanessa likes it in the fridge. I like it room temp. As it's my version of cold, so that's how I get down with it. And Little Caesars can't carry that weight.
Now, one thing that I did we did our fantasy football draft last month, and he bought a bunch of pizzas from a local place.
Yeah.
Ohio pie.
Yeah, I brought one of the pizzas home because he bought so many that there was like 3 whole pizzas left at the end of that draft. I brought a pizza home. First time in my life I have ever reheated pizza in the oven.
Yeah.
And it was fucking fantastic.
What made you
It was amazing.
What made you say, let me grown man this right
Okay, part of it was because I was feeding a guest as well.
now? Okay.
Secondly, I felt like the quality of the pizza deserved a greater care of reheating.
Yeah, I like that in you.
So if you guys like pan pizza, which is like pan pizza, to me that's Midwestern pizza.
Yeah.
Like you talk about regional pizza, pan pizza is Midwestern style pizza. And there's a guy, his name's Nick, he owns a place called Ohio Pie. There's one in Brunswick and then one in Rocky River right now. And in my opinion, it is the best pan pizza outside of Detroit, without a doubt. It's not as good as Buddy's. Buddy's is iconic, but what Nick is doing is phenomenal. He has a bunch of different menu items. I didn't know this, or I would have got it at the time, but he has a Fiestada pizza that is on his secret menu
with the Doritos.
It doesn't have Doritos on it, but he'll put Doritos on it for you.
Okay.
But it tastes like the Fiestadas we used to get in school.
Oh my god!
Oh, the
Vanessa's-
little square, the hexagonal
Yes.
ones.
That
Oh
is
my god!
Exactly like that. It is so good.
That is my partner. Shit, she always talks about pizza fiestada. I was not raised in Ohio, so I don't know that life, but she always talks about it. So that's good information to have.
Was there sausage on there when we were growing up, or was that just the morning pizza?
I don't know. You'd have to ask. What
I think it was chorizo.
The ones that we had
sort of
sausage, but I did like when we had the breakfast ones.
Yeah.
With the egg and the sausage, those were good too.
I've been born and raised in Ohio. I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
I think you went to you went.
So they were like hexagonal shaped pizzas that had like almost like a Mexican flavor to them.
Yeah, Mexican pizzas.
Yeah, they were
it was
Mexican
like
pizzas.
taco pizza.
Because that's what we called them in school, is Mexican pizza.
Okay.
Oh.
I think that might have been a Cleveland. It might have been a Cleveland Public thing because I remember it was just like it was either a little burnt on top or they used some cheddar. It might have been both.
Cheddar. It was cheddar.
And it was just like,
Yeah, because they had like this like orange brownish hue look to it.
yep.
And it was always those pizzas, or we got the fucking rectangle regular ass cheese pizzas.
Those rectangle pizzas are real good, though. Like, here's the thing. Like, people know me, and they think that I'm this big foodie because I love food, and I like to go to fancy restaurants and stuff. I love trash food. I love frozen pizzas. Like, Red Baron frozen pizzas are amazing.
Domino's isn't bad.
Domino's is
I mean,
trash. You're
not
a trash
Domino's.
person.
I didn't mean Domino's. I meant
DiGiorno.
DiGiorno.
DiGiorno's okay.
Yeah.
Frechettas are okay. Like, and these are all like pizza. Pizza is universal. It's the only food that everyone likes.
Yeah.
And
Domino's is good too, so fuck you.
no, you're wrong. We're no longer friends. You can't, like,
You said it like 20 minutes ago that we weren't friends.
and then we were, and now we're not again.
Second most popular pizza chain on the planet. It is Domino's doing something right. I got to put some respect on. Have you had Ohio Valley style pizza? Something we just learned about recently.
Ohio Valley.
Yeah.
It's the
No.
It's the McDLT
Look it
of
up and show him a
pizza.
picture of it. He has to see it. Ohio Valley style pizza. And you tell me what you think of that.
So while we're on the subject of schools, like I know a couple years ago they tried to bring like Welch's tried to bring it back out, but those
The little juice cups.
no the graham cracker peanut butter and jelly thing.
My sister told me they sell them at GFS.
Yeah, they do. You can just go in there in the freezer section. They got them shits.
Tomorrow. Shit. It's almost midnight today.
This is GFS right around the corner.
Yeah, this is.
That bitch. They gonna let me in.
I think they close at 10 though.
It's one in University Heights.
Yeah, my sister used to work at GFS part time while she was in school, and she told me they have them there in the freezer section.
Like GFS is one of those places. Like I know it's around, but until that bitch closed, I'm like, shit. I'm gonna miss that bitch.
So Ohio Valley Pizza is talked up, and I remember hating it when I tried it. And I told it to these gentlemen, and they said, I've never tried that, but there's no way that can be fucking good at all.
You know what? I keep on changing my mind about it because, like, if you think about it, like a warm pizza crust and some, warm tomato sauce and some nice cold cheese. If it's good cheese, it's like a McDLT. I can go for that.
I've had this style of pizza when I was younger, and it's fine. I mean, it's kind of like a grandma style pizza. Do you guys know what that is?
No, go on.
Grandma style pizza is like you take pizza dough and then you spread it out into a cookie sheet.
Yeah.
So it ends up being square, and then you just top it with your sauces and your cheese or whatever you want, and you bake it. They call it grandma style, and that's essentially what that is, except for they put the cheese on cold.
Yeah.
And then it does get a little melty when you close the box. Because that steam gets generated, so it will get a little bit melty.
Well, yeah, it'll melt because you're putting it on warm pizza, but, like, why not just melt my cheese?
I mean,
As long as it's not raw sausage on that shit.
if it tastes good, what do I care?
Yeah.
Now, I think the biggest hot button topic, though, when it comes to pizza is Chicago deep dish pizza. And I'm in the camp of it's like some sort of bastardization of pizza, where it's not like it's inedible, but to me, like, pizza is like something I can hold. Obviously, people do knife and fork if they want to be fancy.
I hear you.
But like, to me,
it's a handheld
it's
food.
like sort of like pizza and lasagna fucked. And now I've got this like sauce pie thing. However, I do feel like Lou Malnati's is like a nice kind of in between.
Yeah. How funny. Lou Malnati's is the one everyone always recommends, even though everybody seems to go to Giordano's. But there's another spot that's in Chicago somewhere that I'm always hearing about on various podcasts.
Harold's.
What's it called?
Geno's?
It probably is Geno's. Yeah,
Geno's
it is. Yeah.
It's pretty popular.
So I'm fine with deep dish of But of course, I just get cheese. I'm easy. You know what I'm saying? And because they don't have any kind of like chicken pie or something that I can.
They're one of the places that will send their pizzas out like frozen in the mail.
Yeah.
We had one back when I was living in a different city.
Yeah.
And it was one of the worst fucking things I'd ever had in my life when we heated that bitch up in the oven.
I did not enjoy that pizza at all, and my son almost choked eating it. Like
So you had the Illuminati's?
yeah, it was like just one pinch of salt would have made a whole world of difference inside of that dough.
Yeah.
It was just like just season the dough just a little bit.
Did you also have like Giordano's?
No, I only had the one I didn't like.
And see, like I was hoping that you would have had both, because like Lou Malnati's is considered deep dish, but it's not like the other ones. Where like it feels more like he's talking about like this grandma style pizza.
Yeah,
that's more of what I felt like with Lou Malnati's. Whereas like Giordano's was like this heavily sauced disc of cheese and tomatoes. Like,
yeah.
I don't know correct me if I'm wrong, but that was like how I felt when I ate it.
It just like we.
I was gonna say, like, it's a lot of people will call it a casserole. It's pizza. Like, getting specific about what type of pizza it is, but that's essentially what it is. I mean, it's you get the dough, you put it all around, you fill it with sauce, and you layer it up. It's like you said, it's like lasagna. Lasagna and pizza had a child.
We ate so many different things. Those like pizza is a regular part of our life. So like. I kind of felt like when we ate that one thing, I was just like, oh, we're gonna go get the other one tomorrow. But then we ate here and we did this and we did there, and it was just like, man, I guess I can go get another pizza.
I feel like Lou Malnati's, you need to have them both to appreciate the difference.
Yeah,
because I've had both. Like I've had Giordano's a couple times, and so when I had
one in Columbus, right?
Yeah. And so when I had Lou Malnati's, and keep in mind, this was like 5-6 years ago, so I don't even exactly at this point even remember what it was that I liked about it. I just knew that I liked it better than the other. So it might be that it wasn't exactly fantastic, but I liked it better than the other style of Chicago deep dish.
Yeah, I feel like when we go back and go without kids or something like that, because I remember we seen it like, oh, and that bad boy was jumping too. It was so many people there.
We got
that was another reason.
Well, the first time we went to Giordano's, I think I was with Ryan and them. That one trip we stayed in the motel. Yeah. We got there in the afternoon, like 3:00 in the afternoon, and it was a little bit of a wait.
Yeah, Chicago is one of the biggest cities in this country, so it's kind of always popping no matter what. In that particular area, I assume you were like in the general.
It was near the college.
Yeah, so it's kind of like it's popping on. It's always popping there.
I think it was Northwestern was around the corner.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
What people don't realize though is that Chicago style pizza is not the most popular pizza in Chicago.
Yeah, they have a thin kind they fuck with, right?
They have a thin kind. It's the same crust as the deep dish, but it's a thin crust pizza.
Yeah.
And it's not bad. I mean, it's okay.
I do like that buttery, flaky crust that they got going on.
I was just in Chicago for Riot Fest a couple weeks ago, and I had a pizza at a place called Sticks and Bricks, and it's just a regular pizza joint that they make regular pizza, and they had a pesto and burrata cheese pizza, which is easily one of the best pizzas I've ever had in my life. It is the best pesto pizza I've ever had. It is like I still think about that pizza. I went out and actually bought pesto, and I'm trying to find a place that sells burrata so I can remake it because it was that damn good.
I don't think I give pesto enough of a chance. Maybe I should just
make your own.
Yeah, that's true. I should probably just do that and see if I can get it how I want it.
According to TikTok, Costco has really good pesto.
Really? Hey, TikTok.
I started to send you that video. I
Get
should have
yourself
sent it.
a chicken and a hot dog and a pesto.
Oh yeah, they chicken bake.
No, they're whole chicken. That's what they're.
They got a rotisserie joint.
Yeah, it's $4 or $5 for a rotisserie chicken there, and they're supposed to be like unbelievable.
They're really, really juicy.
It's not bad. I don't know. Unbelievable.
Sam's Club does that too. The $5
strong.
rotisserie.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Well, they don't make any money on that. They don't make any money on the hot dogs either.
Well, yeah, that's written into their bylines. Like they cannot change the price of that hot dog.
That man threatened to kill somebody over that shit. It's a problem when your dude is like, I will. Like, this is the story, and who knows? It could just be made up like the dude who invented hot Cheetos. But so apparently he told that man directly because he presented the idea of raising the price of the hot dog. Literally, he said out loud, "I will kill you."
Yeah, and like their solution was to make their own copycat hot dog.
Yeah.
Is there plates underneath? Down
Yes, yes, it is.
I'll pass them down.
Take one down, pass it around.
Plate is
Like Jack was saying before, the pizza is a little bit cold, but that bit's standing up though, so that's a good pizza.
the plate is much smaller than the pizza.
I figured if you wanted to put it on something, I don't know.
It's a paper towel right there.
Yeah, if you want a paper towel, that's fine too. I'm just trying to be a good host
Sorry,
without putting in much effort.
Wine.
Nope, I do not.
Okay. I got you. Don't worry.
All right, I'm gonna try this.
All right. It's a good looking pie. Take a picture of that. Right here. I'm right here. I can take a picture.
Yeah,
of
get
that.
a picture of it while I still look like Pac-Man.
It smells good.
And I'm gonna get you in the shot. Boop. Thank you, sir.
So, Gabe, I know me and I'm not gonna say we have dietary restrictions. We just, listen to Ice Cube.
That's what I told you in the car.
But have you? I know sometimes you give up on me because I remember.
Yeah, go vegan, go back.
No, I remember when you had gave up meat for a little bit, and you took your family to Wink and Lizard, and then you said you got boneless wings, and I was like, why you get regular wings? And then T was like, man, don't nobody want to be tearing meat from flesh right when they get come back to it.
Yeah. Okay.
I was like, oh, I guess.
This pepperoni's interesting.
Yeah,
It's
we
got
went off
this
of meat
like
for a long time before that.
this like chewy rubberiness about it. Like they didn't cook it all the way.
Yeah.
My pepperoni's all the way back here. I haven't gotten to it yet.
And the sausage meat is cut like gyro meat.
Oh,
Very strange.
for more surface coverage.
Now, what is this restaurant called?
This is called Salted Dough, and it's actually better than I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
It's I had a little bit of beef when I got there because I ordered it 45 minutes ahead of time, and I said I'll be there at 8:30, and then when I got there, it wasn't ready. And she was like, she just started making it, and I was like, not cool.
Now, where's this at?
It's in Broadview Heights.
Okay.
A lot of people told me that I should check it out. Like, the one thing that is weird about being known in the area for a dude that loves pizza is that now anytime there's a new pizza place, people are like, have you tried it yet? And I'm like, no, I haven't tried it yet. And they'll be like, you gotta try it. I'll be like,
Like, do I?
We get that with Oreos.
Yes, we get it with Oreos so with such regularity that, again, I had to make an announcement on this show that we ain't fuck with Oreos until they get their contract situation correct. Because people would have been like, what's up with these cider Jones? So
real quick, so the two, are the two of you vegan or are you?
no, I just don't. We don't eat red meat.
You don't eat red meat.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So that Ohio pie place I was telling you about does, from what I understand, the best vegan pizza
Okay,
in the area. Like, my vegan friends rave about how good it is.
nice. So that it's just up the road from me in River. So I know I want to get to it, but the River spot is kind of still in soft opening phase. So he's like, I'm here from 4 o'clock till I sell out, and basically been selling out every day. So
Yeah, the chicken pizzas he brought over that night were amazing.
yeah,
His barbecue chicken is the current month. He always has a different pizza of the month. The current one is called the After School Special, and it's a macaroni and cheese pizza with Doritos. Like,
yeah, I saw it on his Instagram.
So good.
Somebody else is making a mac and cheese pizza around here, and I cannot remember one of them. Was it Dina's? It was Dina's. Yeah, Dina's over here on what is that? Memphis.
Yeah. Dina's is a great spot.
Yeah.
Old school, good pizza. Their pierogi pizza is phenomenal.
Their wings are underrated too.
Yeah, I remember when we used to go to was it Tilt to Kill, and then
A lot of good memories of that place.
Yeah, yeah.
Not so much the food, but
Yeah, the one young lady that you're speaking of now, she always used to talk about Dina's. That's where I heard about it first.
wait, which one? Because there were a couple.
No, the one.
The one, the Matrix.
The one with the kid.
Look, it's gonna say Jody.
Don't say Jody.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, no, because she vanished off Instagram, but the other one still shows up in my Instagram all the time.
I don't know about the other one. I don't even remember Jody.
All right. We have the connoisseurs kind of take on this. What are you guys' thoughts on this?
This is a pretty good pizza.
So when I talk about pizza, I use the phrase top 5 pizza of all time a lot of times. And what I mean by that when I say it, and a lot of people think, oh, this is the top, like one of the 5 best pizza places that he's ever been to, which is not true. And when I say this is a top 5 pizza, what I mean is, of all the pizza I've ever had, this is in the top 5%.
Okay.
Of all the pizza I've ever had. This pizza is not a top 5 pizza. It's not bad. I was really ready, like, when I first got the pizza into my car and I looked at it, I was really ready, without having tasted it, giving it like a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, Jack really shit on it to the point like where I was expecting it to be fucking horrible. But I kind of like
Better.
it.
It's like it's a solid 6.
Okay.
Like the
good
fact
pizza.
that like they didn't overcook it, makes me like it more because one of the things I don't like necessarily about like thin crust pizza, like the oven baked shit, was when they overcook the crust and it comes out black and charred and
Yeah, I don't
grill
like
and
that.
shit. I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like bitter dough.
So like this one, it almost feels like they undercooked it.
Okay.
So it didn't have a chance to even get to that black bitterness that I don't like.
I think it's just a proper bake as opposed to under. That's what pizza should be doing.
I mean, the dough's a little chewy in the inside, and the pepperoni didn't really cook out all the way.
Yeah.
I feel like you want a bit of a chew on your crust. Like, say, how them bones? How's that crust doing? Them pizza bones.
But I'm saying, like, I would much prefer this compared to that black and char.
Yeah, for sure. There's some people I'm sure who love the char because that's their jam, but it is not mine.
The crust has kind of like a basil taste that it's a little bit of refreshing. I kind of like it.
Is it laminated? No, I'm saying like because some people they
Yeah, I know they rock
they put it in
the
between the 2 pieces of dough.
Like, if this was in my area and I can, like, order it, like, on an NFL Sunday for a group of guys,
Yeah.
I would do it.
Okay. I like it. If you like it, motherfucker, I love it. That's how I get
I'd
down.
give it, like, a 7.
Okay.
Yeah, 7.
It's not quite a
7 seems fair.
You're wrong.
It's a 6.73.
No, we're not.
One bite, you know the rules.
No, we're not the press here. We're not doing his shtick.
Oh shit.
But yeah, this is good pizza. Yeah. I would get this again. I don't know if I would get it. If I would go out of my way to get it, but if I was in Broadview Heights, like I have a friend that lives in Broadview Heights, if he wanted to order pizza, I would order this over Jets, which is what he normally orders. Well, Jets is a solid chain pizza. We didn't bring that up before.
It's because I don't like Jets.
You don't like Jets?
Jets is so delicious.
Really?
I love Jets. Like
God, I wish I did.
the first time I had it, I was just like, I don't know. It was like what good first can you have?
I tried to order Jets one time because they were doing cauliflower
Yeah, I
crust
remember
pizza,
that.
and I could never fucking get it.
Because that should be selling out.
That, and they wouldn't pick up the phone.
I remember the first time I had Jets, it was just like, it was a fucking revelation on how good like that kind of pizza could be. Because like I've had other than, but this is of course way before I had Buddies, but I've had other Detroit style pizzas, and the fact that shit was like that nice crispy ass bottom, like it was everything Pizza Hut and other places should be.
A nice bottom can bring everything together if done right.
Yes, like that buttery, crispy crust. Ooh, man. Yeah. But yet again, that shit is unreheatable. Like you can't bring that back. Like the only thing close you can do is put that shit in a skillet, like put it down on low, cover it, and then come back in 10 minutes and hope the cheese melts a little bit.
In the rare times I'm reheating pizza, the pan method has become my go-to method. It's just like I got put on to that by Brian Altano over at IGN. And he explained how he uses a cast iron skillet, and a lid. And he goes, you know what I'm saying, like you just said, put on low because let the skillet get hot first. He said that's what his opinion. He goes because your dough should crisp up nicely, and your cheese will melt with the convection of the lid, and that's how you get a good.
That's basically what they had me do for the oven when I reheated it.
Yeah.
They had me preheat the oven, but preheat the oven with the pizza pan in the oven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then pull the pan out and put the pizza on it. So it was essentially the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same premise at least. So
In my opinion, a pizza like this, which is not a pan pizza, you cook in a pan on the stove. You cover it. A pan pizza, I think you put it back in the pan and you put it back in a pan. You put it in the oven.
Okay.
I mean, if I'm going to go out of the way to reheat it that way, that's the way I do it. Half the time I just eat it cold, or I'll pop it in the microwave because I don't care if I'm just like having a slice of pizza. But if I want to enjoy that slice of pizza, if I'm like, oh, this pizza was really good, I want to re-enjoy that feeling.
Yeah.
Then I'll do that.
Very good.
This I would eat cold.
This is good. I mean, we ate
eating
it cold.
cold right now.
Yeah, we ate
Yeah,
it cold.
that's what I'm saying. Like I liked it like this, and like I would prefer it this way, just as is.
Well, who knows? You gotta have at some point. Maybe we gotta get out there and get it before you hot. You be like, oh shit, that's a game changer. It's just up the road, bro. If you ain't that far away.
The sauce has a nice little heat kick to it, like with the pepperoni.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little bit of a tingle from it.
It was pretty well balanced.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was good pizza.
The crust needs a little garlic butter though.
I mean, all crust needs a little butter. That's another thing that Pizza Hut did to rat me, and they started doing they started putting like seasoning on the crust and stuff, and I was like, I gotta try that.
All it did was make the crust sticky to the touch, and I hate it.
It's not good.
It's all good. Next time, I'm saying.
I think they need to fucking stuff the crust with different things other than just cheese.
They do. They got like bacon. They done did a couple different things. Pepperoni.
Oddly enough, in Dubai and places like that, who don't eat no swine, so they must be using beef stuff for it. They have done a hot dog stuffed crust before. They've done all kinds of.
Pizza Hut did that too.
I'm talking about Pizza Hut.
I'm talking about here.
Oh.
Yeah, they did like the little mini dogs as the crust instead of actual crust.
Oh, whereas they actually just, inject it over in Dubai was like just cut that bitch into a hot dog.
But I'm saying like I think a crust with like some sort of like mushroom
I hear you.
amalgamation, I think would be pretty tasty.
I don't like mushroom at that level. I can enjoy mushroom. I can appreciate mushroom.
I mean, think of like
that's a lot of mushroom.
like a Morning Star veggie patty,
Yeah.
but broken down and put into a pizza crust.
That's a great deal of mushroom. Is all I'm saying, God.
Mushrooms are good.
I mean, whatever.
I like my fungus.
You ever had shrooms? No, I don't think you ever tried shrooms. Have you?
Not those kinds of shrooms.
Well,
No, I have
yeah.
not.
No, that came up recently on the episode of Ted Lasso when my man drank the wrong tea. And so,
But somewhere in my car at one point, with me being unaware until they were already in the car.
oh, like, sir,
They're no longer in the car though.
I got rules about that. Like, let me know what's on you so I know what's on you when
I
when
learned
I'm
my
driving.
lesson that day, and now I do a narcotics check.
Like, is you holding and what are you holding?
Yeah, let me know what I need to know before I need to know it.
I'm doing you a favor.
Oh no! I'm going to be. It's going to be like a no. You can't have that. Yes, you can have that. It's going to be some rules to it. As simple as that. I don't want to. I have no problems with that. I'm a black man in America. That's not how this functions. You know that, and I know.
You're
it.
right. That's true. That's true.
So,
I don't want to be like, you can look because I got nothing to hide, and only to find out I should have had something to hide.
Yeah, that's also a good point. I retract my former statement.
cool. Well, while we're talking about food and pizza and lamination and all these good things, the Great British Bake Off has returned this year, Series 12. And Ant and I have taken upon ourselves to try to do a recap show about that over on our Patreon. First episode is up now. It's Stays Crunchy and Milk presents Creme Patissier, and first episode was a whole lot of fun. But what we said we was going to do is probably do a recap every now and again on the Patreon, but here on the regular show, just kind of go over just a general little high level discussion about what's popping on Bake Off. Have you watched the latest episode?
I have not, and I didn't know that we were going. I don't think we should do it on the show. I thought we were going to.
This is literally your recommendation, sir.
No.
Are you telling me I took it wrong?
Yeah.
Okay.
What I said we should do is plug in a small piece of what we talked about.
Fair enough. We got to get well. Then look, notes already written for this week's episode. So you as soon as you're ready to record that episode in time over the next few days, you let me know. We got that.
I think Monday nights are good.
So we stick with that. Cool.
Yeah. Because like last time, I did enjoy our conversation very much, but I feel like I do need to take better notes.
Yeah.
And then I bought a new notebook, and then I wrote out everybody's names that are still on the show, and I'm of course gonna write down the bakes that they made, and because people if you're paying for it, it might as well be good.
I'm so glad you guys had this conversation because I had no clue what the hell that email was. I saw there was an audio file attached. It was episode 1, and I went, "Huh, they must have made something."
They must.
I'm certain we discussed this with him, right?
It's all gone on me now.
No.
Because did you not send? I thought when you sent the Ted Lasso show idea, we talked about the break off idea.
No, I don't think we did.
Fair enough. I thought we had a little.
I think that was our personal thing back and forth.
Okay.
And then don't hassle Ted Lasso was something I was.
Yeah, because I talked about how I started watching the show on last week's show.
Well, we're probably gonna do a Ted Lasso rewatch, like all the way through after this series ends, and just give you an episode by episode breakdown of Ted Lasso. Again, that'll be behind the paywall. It is one of those shows, and just same with Bake Off. I don't think it's going to remain behind the paywall. I think what it'll be is we'll give it to the listener, give it to the patrons for a full week, and then the regular people can have it a week after. You know what I'm saying? Early access to new shows is what we promised when we talk about the Patreon every week.
Get off that
and that's
bag.
exactly what they would have gotten off this. So you standard listener will probably hear this first us discussing this first episode of Bake Off here in the coming week. And you Patreons will hear us discussing episode 2 before you even hear this episode. So,
Man, ain't that something?
that's how it gets down. It's gotten better once I came to terms with my editing and how we're going to edit going forward.
Yeah.
It is made for a much easier process of making the show. So just pass. I mean, come on, people.
Pass the sticks, baby.
We got this. I swear.
Dirty plates and dirty bowls.
It's all good. I realized.
Dirty boy.
Just throw it on top of the box.
All right.
So I realized this would seem like, man, this seems rushed or whatever, but really we've had a lot of good conversation tonight. And you know how we gets down, man. I don't really have intention of doing more show unless y'all have anyway. I got something like I want to talk about this week.
Video game talk I could go for.
All right, we'll get you there. Anything that you just want to talk that you was like, I'm holding this for the show.
Yeah, Jack, he's here. We talked about it.
Okay, fair enough. Jack, while you here, anything you think? Hey, I'd like to share that with the listener.
Well, let's talk about politics. Let's talk about how,
Let's talk about Christian rock.
Let's talk about Christian rap. Let's talk about how no politician cares about Americans, and anybody on the other side of the equation is an idiot.
Yeah, it's something. Oddly enough, we ain't gonna dig too deep on this.
I'm
one.
just kidding.
I know. But
if you guys ever want to talk about politics with me, I will talk about politics.
But a quick little sprinkle about that is something that I follow this teacher on TikTok who was like, kind of basically said the same thing, that she's like, we the people could be voting for other people. And I go, sure, but we never hear about third party candidates just running for city council. Just somebody got to start just there. You know what I'm saying? Third party candidates seem to only show up for the presidential election. We rarely see them for anything else. And I think that's a problem. I think if third parties want to be represented in this country like they are, in other countries around the world, you got to start local. At least just run for your city council and say, I'm the Green Party candidate for city council, and I hope I can get your vote whatever.
I agree, but I don't think that our current government system is set up to allow a third party because they want what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Politicians want the gridlock, and even your AOCs who are like the exception to the rule. Yeah. They're like there's only 1 or 3 or 4 of them. Yeah. And it's impossible for us to do anything. And
yeah. And as long as everybody can just, rig and gerryman and everything else, charge to the game, man.
At some point, the world needs to understand that it's all chaos, and what's important is that we're good to one another, and you respect other people. And you know what? We don't need politicians to do that.
What we need is more Domino's Pizza's locations.
Okay,
I agree.
Son of a bitch.
Because
you need to be good to
but
me.
strangely enough, the best item at Domino's isn't a pizza to me. It's that
cheesy feta bread.
that the spinach cheesy feta
The
bread.
one thing I had from Domino's the other day was the spinach feta bread. It was fantastic.
It is so good. Okay. So this is how we'll end the show. Name an item.
Hold on, that's not what I said, bro.
Oh, I thought we was just skipping everything tonight.
No, Gabe wants to talk about video games.
Gabe was talking about video
Why?
games, and I have to give him an asshole. It's rules to this shit, baby.
I kind of feel like the whole thing is there are no rules. But okay.
Well,
Gabe ain't been here for a while. You know, he wants to add something.
Being able to be part of the
I missed one episode.
That was like a while ago.
Anywho, what you been playing, Pimpin', that you want to share with the
All
world?
right. These gentlemen know. Jack and the audience don't know that I've been talking a while about selling everything and moving out, and that we got the RV already and everything, and we basically living in the RV in our driveway to get kind of used to it, to make the transition smoother and not so abrupt. To like, all right, we sold the house, fuck it, get in the RV.
Yeah.
And you know, we got 4 young kids. We gotta make things smooth.
Yeah.
We finally got sick of being in the driveway and said we're gonna go to some campsites around the Cleveland area, relatively Cleveland area. I mean, it's fucking Stowe. It's like 45 minutes from here, and I decided this would be a good chance for me to get some Resident Evil 7 in, which is a frightening game.
To play in the woods in the dark.
Yes.
Yeah, that game is about that shit.
Yes.
Do you have a hatchet?
I have. No, I don't have it. I left the hatchet at home because we originally said we're gonna leave the driveway for 4 days, and it's turned into 2 weeks. So I gotta get the hatchet. I gotta get the drill,
Machete?
and I gotta get the machete.
That's my man.
And so I still gotta stop home and get those. And I just expect some like decayed old lady to like pop up in the window and go, ah!
Don't you have a decrepit old man to deal with next door?
What is they've been elsewhere, so they have to be worried about that.
No, I'm saying next door to the house where the hatchet is.
Oh yeah,
You're gonna show up. The hatchet is gonna be missing.
yeah.
Oh my god. Anything else in the realm of video gamery?
My son started playing my God of War game, and I wasn't very happy with him. But he was actually turned out pretty.
Oh, he played on your save.
Yeah,
That's a problem.
yeah.
You got to make them. Did they have their own? Did you make their own account?
No, I don't want him to play God of War. It's too violent.
Oh,
Do you remember?
but it's cartoony violence.
It's cartoony violence, so I let him watch me play it because it's
Oh.
not so bad.
There's a kid in the fucking game. It can't be that bad.
I don't let him play. All right, this is the newest God of War without fucking mini games.
Mini games where you fuck, not fucking mini games.
Oh no, mini games where yes, I should have said it. Mini games in which you fuck. Yes.
You fucking the game?
In God of War,
Kinda,
one,
The one I got?
1, 2,
Oh.
and 3. There is fucking in God of War.
you push triangle and circle and shit.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, wax on, wax off.
Really? Like in
And-
Grand Theft Auto?
You should do it because you not just for the titillation because you don't see anything, but you get orbs for it.
You get orbs for orgasm?
Orbs flow out.
Yes.
Orbs. Okay.
You got to earn some orbs. What better way to do it than by fucking?
Okay, your son's been playing your God of War, and it's pretty good. It's a pretty good game, is what you're telling me.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
not a
kind of
bad
an
game.
interesting way to get introduced to the birds and the bees.
And the flowers in the trees.
The kid's gonna grow up and then like get pulled down a girl's pants and be like, "Where's your triangle button?"
Oh, I'll show you, baby.
Sometimes it's shaped like a triangle.
Oh my
If
god,
they style it right.
sir.
Could be a good way to teach. Could be a good way to teach pulling out though, because how else are you gonna get them orbs?
Let's not. Look.
We had to. He was, but I don't want him playing. It's too violent. He punches his little brother and his sisters too often enough, and we got to take away. In fact, we hid Spider-Man because he was punching too much.
Oh, that's a
Spider-Man.
sad shame. They can't even enjoy Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a shame.
That's not a good game.
So they can do Ratchet and Clank.
Oh, wow.
And the Lego games.
So you want them to hit each other in the head with ratchets?
And clanks, I guess. All right, cool. I dig that. How's playing in the RV?
Oh, it's not bad. It's a smaller TV, of course, because it's an RV.
But you're closer
But
to
you're
it.
just much closer to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the video today that your wife presented. I didn't get to see where you guys make the magic happen, but
It's in there.
Well, we're not making.
If you
magic
keep
in the video.
watching the thing, she eventually gets there.
I have to watch it again. I guess I missed that
Well,
part.
no, because I watched it too. It was in her Instagram stories, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it earlier before you guys showed up.
Yeah, she
but
showed the main.
She went
bedroom.
through the whole thing, like their bedroom, the bathroom, the kids' room, which is why I wanted to actually ask two questions. First, does the camper have air conditioning?
Yes, it has an air conditioning in the main area and over our bed. We paid a little bit extra to install an extra air conditioner over our bed.
Smart move.
Yeah.
Second question I had was, how are the kids adjusting to their sleeping area? Because that was one of the things when you talked about this venture that I was curious about. Because you have 4 kids.
Yes.
To most families, that's a lot of kids. And to have them all in a camper, I was curious of how you were going to fit them all in there. So when I saw the bed setup, where it's kind of like bunk beds, but with some triangulation, so you could kind of fit them caddy corner and stuff. How are they adjusting to all being kind of in the same nook?
It's fine. The youngest, of course, gets in the bed with us because she's so fucking clingy. But she did that at home before we moved to the RV. So same thing. Super clingy. I love her though.
And then how are the animals adjusting? Because the dog was in the story. The one dog, it was just chilling by the door.
Yeah, the other dog came with us on the ride when she was filming that video, and I took the. He's a little rambunctious, so sometimes we need to take him off her hand so she can get some stuff done. They've been okay. They bark at everything that walks by.
Smart. Good protective dogs.
So-
I was calling it annoying. I guess it is. I guess it is protective.
The one that was in the video, and I don't
Same
know,
old ladies looking in your window in the woods.
the one that you didn't take with you, is that the one that I would always hear breathing during our recordings?
Yes.
That is
She's a heavy
Tallulah.
breather. She's a snorer.
She is
She's
so ancient. That dog is older than your children, all your children, right?
yes. She's 12.
Yeah. Tallulah, I've known Tallulah since Tallulah was a itty bitty thing, and God bless her. She loves me. Well, not that Kevin doesn't love me. Kevin just has a habit of trying to get ran over by cars. I'm what's up
He
with that
has
guy?
no survival instincts.
None at all. That dog is
Some dogs are dumb.
very, very special.
Dogs.
Um,
Some dogs are dumb.
All
guess
dogs go to heaven.
I guess Boston Terriers are supposed to be notoriously dumb, and that's why you don't see too many of them in movies. They're hard to train.
They're overbred, maybe, or something like that. It's so many. You know how you over specialize and you breed, I guess, moronicness.
I know that they have a lot of medical issues too. Maybe that's because of overbreeding.
He was snorting in some of our videos too.
Oh, that's a great video. He's a party animal.
Another question I have while I'm thinking about it: the kitchen table area, does that break down into another bed?
Oh no, the couch does.
Oh, couch. Okay. I asked because when I was younger, and Gabe and I talked about this a little bit before everyone else showed up tonight.
Yeah.
My family had a camper when I was younger, and the couch folded up into a bed because that's where I slept when we went out there on the weekends. But then the kitchen table itself, you could pull the metal pole out from that would hold the table portion up and put it down, and then put the cushions down and make another bed out of the kitchen table.
The table is removable, so maybe we can makeshift something into a bed. But the couch is supposed to do that.
Yeah.
We've slept on the couch, me and the boys sometimes, just to watch something as we fall asleep. I can't even remember what we watched.
What's the point? This is just meant to make you drift off and get your
Yeah.
rest on. Okay. So how we looking?
This
This is coming quicker than I think any of us expected.
It is. But my wife told me last winter that she can't take another winter in Cleveland. So
We had a real easy winter last winter. Huh. Hey, okay.
it was a COVID winter, and she hates the cold.
There you go.
So where are you guys going first?
We're heading towards Florida.
No.
So we make some stops in West Virginia and whatnot. We're gonna try to stay away from people, especially DeSantis.
As one should. As one should.
But we'll make some stops on the way there.
Excellent.
It's shooting for November still, so
Yeah.
she's gonna get a little bit of taste of winter, but not too much.
Yeah, and who knows? With climate change, it might not even. It'll be.
Shit, it seemed like it's getting cold as fuck real quick.
Shit, they had winter in the South last year. You could be driving into a
Oh,
snowstorm.
shit, that's true.
Well, we'll see what the
Well,
world.
she can't blame me for that.
Correct.
I got her out like I told her I would.
I remember like Texas got like what, a quarter of an inch of snow last year and shut that state down.
Oh yeah, that
Bruh.
shit was bad.
That shit was fucked up because, of course, Texas infrastructure is not built for that shit. And then they not only did it shut it down, they raised prices on people in the midst of that.
Yeah, like that. Their light bills went up. It was pretty bad.
Yeah, fuck Texas.
Fucking adults out there with cowboy boots and hoodies on. It was chaos.
We're surviving on thoughts and prayers.
Good Lord. I'm both excited for you and happy for you and proud of you, of course, and I'm just shittily angry at you because I'm like, God damn, this motherfucker's leaving way sooner than I thought he would. And I'm unhappy about that because you're my mans.
Yeah.
And that shit is upsetting as fuck, but at the same time, I'm just like, but this is going to be dope. And he's going to see the country that he has not seen. It's like, it's weird that of us, Gabe seems like to be the guy who would be most international players anthem out there doing things. But you really have kept it tight to Ohio for a good chunk of your life.
I haven't been out of Ohio much, and where have I been in this country? Shit,
North Carolina.
I've been to
Savannah.
North Carolina, South Carolina. So went to Myrtle Beach. Went to Savannah. So went to Georgia. States I passed through on the way to those places, but didn't really stop.
Yeah.
And Florida a long time ago when I was a kid, and Indiana, and Illinois. I don't know if I should count Indiana because it's on the way to Illinois. And I didn't really stop in Indiana.
It's there.
I've been pretty much everywhere in America, and I can honestly say that everywhere in America is just like Cleveland, just a little bit better, or a little bit bigger, and most of the places have better weather.
Well, I wish I knew that before I bought it.
For those that don't know,
It's dope to go experience these places and be like, oh, I can see this vibe. Boston. I go to Boston all the time. I love Boston. One of the things I love about Boston is priced similar to Cleveland in things, not real estate. Real estate is wildly expensive there, just like it is in lots of other big cities. But stuff, I don't go there and ever feel like, fuck, I'm getting boned here. Like, whereas I have been in some cities, I'm like, what the fuck is you charging, man?
oh man, like when we cross over to New York from here,
Yeah.
and you go to the gas station,
Jesus Christ.
shit like doubles in cost.
Yeah. Whereas in Boston, you know what I'm saying? A fucking can of Coke gonna cost you what a can of Coke costs you and not much more.
Okay.
So
can get
I fuck
down
with that. And I have no. I'm excited. I'm sad. It's all these feelings, and that's just what it is.
I'm feeling the same things too. I'm sad. I'm working. I'm worried about like I really want to keep my participation in this podcast up. I'm like, but how are we gonna do fucking We Trieds in that shit? I just have to buy that shit.
I don't. You can't worry about that. Like, no. How often in your life are you going to be able to take things by the balls?
Yes.
Like this. I mean, most likely we'll still be here. I mean, snacks will still be here. I mean, worst come to worst, we'll put everything in a little baggie in the freezer. And we try, and we'll save 6 cookies, and we all get to try it all over again.
And if anything, we'll use some of the Patreon dough and get you a little recorder that you have to take good care of, that you can't let your children eat, and or throw through a TV.
Yeah, get like a lockbox or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of keeping a gun in it, you got to keep a recorder in there.
Did you guys see in the video that the thermostat's locked up?
No, but I ain't seen the video yet. So
Didn't see that.
We
Awful dad of you.
did that. We added that because the boys kept messing with it. Like, oh, the air conditioner's messing up with our gaming, so they turned it off. It's hot as fuck in there. Like, you'd rather be sweating your ass off than have a little interruption of your video gaming.
Yeah, kids don't care.
Were they playing like Call of Duty? Because that could be the difference between winning and losing.
They play Lego Jurassic World like a motherfucker.
well, anyways, I figure
Is that a good game?
it's a Lego game. They're all the same.
They're all Lego games. I played with my daughter. I mean, it was nice to play with my daughter, but I didn't have no idea what I was doing.
But you still did good in it, even though you didn't know what you were doing.
I think I'd be more fearful as a parent in letting my kids play Lego Jurassic Park than God of War. Because like God
Because
of
you
War
don't fuck a
teaches you
lot?
life lessons. Yeah, like fucking's real. Dinosaurs, that's some scary shit. You have a T-Rex come out and try and bite your head off?
Anyway, I figure we get you set up so that if anything else, we try it on the road. And you just got to upload the file to your computer and then email it to us. You'll have to figure out how to do that, grown-ass man. But you will, and you'll figure it out. And
I figured out how to get internet and everything.
Y'all gonna get a P.O. box?
We're going to use her brother's address.
Okay.
So we can still vote and everything in Cleveland.
Very good.
This is supposed to be a conversation about how Resident Evil 7 is scaring the shit out of me in the middle of the woods.
I think we got
I think that point was made clear.
Yeah.
I'm playing Deathloop on PS5. It is an arcade game. I love arcade games. I fuck with them, and I'm having a great time with it, and so it's just dope. So I fuck with it. There's tons of other games out there that I have on Game Pass and so forth and so on, but that has been my focus as of late. So that's what I've been on, and that shit's been hype.
Fellas, I gotta go.
It's all good, man. I'm sorry you're gonna miss some of the
Everything
asshole.
okay? Everything okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just past my bedtime.
Oh, okay.
And I'm an old man.
All right, well, give it up for my man Jack, man. You might hear him on more regular. Like I said, we need pizza. We need a guy to show up every now and again to try to carry some of Gabe's absence. So
I also have been making hot sauces. You
Oh.
guys want to do some hot sauces? I'll make
Wow,
some
we'll do
up.
some hot sauces.
Dan has had some of my hot sauces, and they are delicious.
very good.
Jack also makes pizza.
I also do make pizza as well.
I mean, so basically, come on, bro. We gotta
I
hang with
make-
this guy more.
I can make you guys some real good pan pizza.
Well, hey,
Like some fancy Detroit style pizza. But yeah,
we shall
thank
see.
you guys for
Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for talking pizza with us. I hope you the audience enjoyed that.
Better have.
I know, for sure.
The audience should know that yes, I am just as good looking in person as I sound on the radio.
And I'm just thankful that he was willing to come over after our horrible Kansas City trip, which I badmouthed incessantly on our previous episode.
Hey, my feelings were hurt, but I let it go.
Just imagine how my ass felt trying to squeeze in that tiny ass shower.
You know what? I'm just gonna say when we go to Green Bay, making sure that Dan has all the amenities he needs because I want him to have a good time. And then that's what it came down to is I didn't think you had a good time, and I was like, oh man, I thought we had a great time, and then I heard I didn't think you had a good time, and I felt bad about it.
You going for the Green Bay game? Isn't that the Christmas game?
Yeah,
You're not gonna spend Christmas with your families. You're gonna spend it with your football.
I am.
Well, that is his
Kinda,
family.
yeah, like my other family.
Yeah, but I mean, everything is like, yo. I'm sure he didn't tell us about all the good stuff. He told us about all the stuff that stuck out in his mind. And usually,
Yeah, I mean, I honestly felt like I glossed over the murder hotel. I tried to put some details on it, but when you're going off the top of your head without notes or anything, shit gets lost in translation.
Oh, and I knew you were uncomfortable the whole time too, which I felt bad about because I had not anticipated those beds to be that small.
Honestly, the bed wasn't really that big of a deal. It was more of I was on the third floor of a giant house, so only so much air conditioning makes it up there. Right. And then the bathroom is obviously made for a child.
Sure.
Other than that, it was fine. It was nice hanging out downstairs. I honestly wish we had actually spent more time there so that we could have actually enjoyed the house a little bit more.
Agreed.
It honestly, it felt like we stayed there just so that we could say that we stayed there without actually doing anything there.
Well, if we end up going there for the AFC Championship game, we can stay in the same house and spend a week there.
Oh, that shit's gonna be in Cleveland. You know that. They can stay here.
All right, fellas.
All right, Jack. Thank you, sir.
Thanks for coming, buddy. Have a good
Thanks for
night.
coming.
Drive safe.
Thanks for coming.
Everyone on the podcast listening, say bye to Jack, even though he can't hear you because it's in the future.
Everybody who listens to the show and talks about how they constantly talk back to us, which I find a very amusing thing.
Yes.
But you know how we roll.
Send us
people.
positive
I'm sorry,
energy.
BB.
So one of the things about Gabe's new mobile home, and I don't mean mobile home, I don't mean in a derogatory sense. I mean it's your home that's mobile.
Yeah.
They use this tile backdrop in the kitchen that I thought made the kitchen really pop.
Yeah.
I was telling Gabe, I watched some of the, and I remember talking about this back when Gabe actually decided to do this. Which I'm not trying to take credit for your lifestyle, but I feel like me talking about watching some of this on YouTube kind of was a little bit of a push in this direction.
A bit.
But one of the channels I watched, the guy has 2001 Tundra or something like that. And he has this like truck camper that you put it in the bed of your truck and strap it down. And he did the same thing where in the kitchen he got those sticker tiles from like Home Depot or something, and you just backsplash it rather than having actual tile.
Okay.
I think it looks really nice. Like it makes it kind of pop, you know.
Yeah. I fuck with him, man. But you know what we do, people? After we do all this other shit, we walk the walk down to the mean streets of Reddit, where T has pulled a bunch of other assholes, and he hopes that they are as good as they were last week. He does not know if that's the case. One of them I kind of want to read, so you know how we do. One for the fellas.
Last week is gonna be hard to top because those were some hitters.
Well, let's see if
We've had some lean weeks, and then last week was fire.
And all those are, of course, saved on the computer because we were at, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So these are the mobile. I'm going mobile. To quote my man
I
Bane.
don't know. That one about the hair really like that man had a revelation in the updates.
He needed a revelation. You know what I'm saying? Revolution.
It really had that feel of like a white dude who thinks he's doing the right thing, but then like finds out he's not doing the right
He
thing.
thought marrying a black woman was enough of the right thing. I clearly love this black woman. That must mean I'm cool with all black people and all things black. And he found out that's not enough. All right, here we go.
You just can't thumbs up every black movie and call yourself an ally.
You can't Roger Ebert through this shit.
What do you mean I can't?
I'm an asshole for telling my mom I know she spent my inheritance.
Oh man, I remember when I realized my grandmother wasn't giving me nothing that she told me she was gonna give me.
I'm an asshole for telling my son's stepmom I won't discuss their religious beliefs with her.
Yeah.
I'm an asshole for not letting my cousin keep my laptop.
Is that Kanye?
I was about to stop.
I'm an asshole for throwing out jelly my wife intentionally contaminated with peanut butter.
Yes.
No, because because a lot of
Worry not. We'll see.
What else are you gonna do with the jelly?
We'll see. Am I the asshole for calling my brother racist? Update. Am I the asshole for what I said to my dad who cheated on my mom? Y'all remember that one, right?
yes.
We got an update on that one. Am I the asshole for kicking my friend out of my party after she had sex in the bathroom?
Oh,
And this one I have to read. Am I the asshole for stealing back the ring I proposed to my ex-wife with?
Oh yeah.
I want to hear that one, the update, and the sexy.
is that theft? Like if you give a woman a ring for an engagement and then you take it back, is that legally theft?
It has been cited in precedent that once you give them the ring is theirs. It is theft.
Oh damn, that
And
sucks.
it might be an F. So I can't wait to read and see how much the value of this ring is. That might be a felony crime that man is admitting to here on Reddit. All right, so you said update, sex in the bathroom, ring. Okay, let's do the update first.
All right. Save that jelly one for another time though.
Update, am I the asshole for what I said to my dad who cheated on my mom? Thank you to everyone who gave me advice on the previous post. It really helped me realize that while I was still angry with my dad, I do want a relationship with him. I decided to take the advice from many of you and talk to him about my feelings. He met me after work last night and we talked. I told him that I loved him but was really upset at him. I told him that I needed to know the truth about if he really regretted his decision to not worry about hurting anyone with the answer. He told me that it was the hard question, that he loved his wife and new son. This is a different update. I thought this was the update to our story. This is another story of somebody cheating daddy. But hey, who cares? We're still going. He loved his wife and his new son, but loved me and my brothers and would always care and love my mom, not in love. So he regretted the way he went on about it. I told him that I'm going to therapy to help deal with it all and that I need one-on-one time with him because the relationship has to remain separate from his wife. I told him that it means that she is never invited when I invite him over for meals and birthdays, etc. I told him that if he chooses not to come because of my boundaries, it's okay, but I will not be budging. I asked to speak to his wife and reiterated that I'm not comfortable. That I'm not comfortable with her in my life after what she did. I told her I know my dad is guilty too, but I love him and had a previous relationship with him. She cried and said she really wants to be in my life and that the extended family is going to pick me over her. It was kind of awkward, but I know you all may think that was rude, but I can't have a relationship with her without fixing mine with my dad's. Lastly, I talked to my mom, and she said that her new husband is far better for her than my dad was, and to not worry about her, and that she's proud of me for facing my feelings, My stepdad told me he's proud of me too. I invited my dad over for dinner next week with my boyfriend and I. I'm really glad that my dad gets to meet him. I didn't read the original. I mean, there's a link to the original, so I guess we could go back to it. But that's a nice update to that story that we never read.
Yeah, because the other one, the mom had passed.
Yeah. So this is whatever. Now I'm just gonna look at the OG one, just so I want to see how long it is. It's a bit too long for my taste. And they apparently were not the asshole according to Reddit. So whatever. Okay, so that update to a story we didn't read is consider that your freebie. All right, am I the asshole for kicking my friend out of my party after she had sex in the bathroom?
There's no sex in the bathroom.
So basically, I rented out a nice venue plus catering and drinks for my birthday party. And while we were partying, I noticed one of my friends and her boyfriend had disappeared for a while. I asked if anyone knew where they were, and people just shrugged. About 15 minutes later, my friend and her boyfriend emerged from the bathroom looking quite disheveled.
The closer backwards.
I don't know how else to describe it, how else to put it. They looked flushed, and their hair was a bit messy. So I took my friend to the side and asked her point blank if she had had bathroom sex with her boyfriend just now. And she looked at me, shocked, and said, "How could you tell?" I just rolled my eyes and said, "It wasn't that hard to put together." Then I kind of waited for a moment for her to apologize, and she didn't. Why would she? And I said, "Are you going to say sorry?" Then she basically said that she had nothing to be sorry about, and what she did didn't affect the party at all, correct? I was a bit drunk, so I ended up getting mad and asked her and her boyfriend to leave immediately. I personally don't think I was kicking them. Wait a minute. I personally don't think I was wrong to be annoyed, but my other friends implied I was overreacting by getting so angry and kicking them out. Also, in my defense, the party was almost over anyway. It ended about an hour later. The next day, I did feel a bit bad about my outburst, but I can't help but think I never would have done something like that at someone else's party.
Then you live it.
Am I the asshole?
Yes.
Yeah.
Additional info not initially included. There were 14 people total there, yes, including my parents.
Oh.
Doesn't matter.
Everyone else is in their early to mid-20s. This took place at a venue meant for smallish events in a hotel, catered by a restaurant within the hotel. The bathroom was the restaurant's bathroom, not a private one for the event. Definitely not a booze-filled rager, but also not super fancy dinner. I was wearing my nicest shirt and pants, but not a suit tuxedo, if that helps.
This feels like someone who's just giving all these details and hope that it helps their argument when it absolutely has nothing to do
I agree with that,
whatsoever.
Dan.
All right, we have a couple of edits.
It was a Wednesday, a little rainy, humidity was at 63%.
I gotta say that as someone who
Fucks in bathrooms.
Has
Someone who fucks in bathrooms.
someone who has made orbs in a bathroom.
yeah, not in the bathroom, but yes, I did once sneak off during a party to have I wouldn't
Orbs?
call it public sex, but we were in a public place and
Then why wouldn't you call it public sex?
okay. Well, it was one of the hottest experiences of my life, and I would say that person's an asshole for trying to shit on their hot experience.
Yeah, the way this is coming across is like, I've never done this at someone's party. Like, that's probably because you never had the opportunity to do it at someone's party.
Bitch, but let's check out his edit. Didn't know I could do this, but I'll update what happened. After going through most of the comments, I came to the conclusion that both of us had been assholes. But I was the bigger one, so I called her to apologize. For those who suggested that either of us should cut the other one off, let this be a lesson that acting messy while drunk is no reason to end a good friendship. The outcome is we made up. We agreed that neither of us would have done what we did if we hadn't been drinking.
Oh, fuck that.
No.
It was also the first real party we've had in over a year due to the pandemic, so maybe that affected my behavior badly. Both of us apologized, and I also showed her the thread. Can't believe this blew up so much. Ha ha. It seems that having sex in the bathroom during a party is some kind of litmus test. I don't know for what, though.
Litmus test for what?
Yeah. See, her friend's apology is fake. Her friend who had the sex isn't sorry. She's
do
just saying
anything wrong.
that to shut this bitch up.
Surprising revelation from her side of the story. They were having makeup sex. She estimates they were going for about 40 minutes. Within that time, they had a huge argument in the bathroom and made up by hooking up. She thinks a waiter came in and heard them, but she's not sure. Random thought: the whole ordeal would have made some great reality TV. LOL. Note: I know not that many people will read this, but I did not tell everyone at the party that I kicked them out. I said they decided to leave early. Then afterwards, I told 3 friends, which is entirely too many, that what actually happened. These are the friends who told me I overreacted. Turns out they were right.
You did.
Reddit believes this person to be the asshole.
This person is
I
the
agree.
asshole.
Yeah.
I don't think their friend did anything wrong and has anything to apologize
Only
for.
way that this person would have like the legitimacy to be upset was if this party was in a champagne room. Because there's no sex in the champagne room. None.
I'm trying to see if I can see
No
anybody.
matter what a
that-
stripper tells you.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck that one. The person's an asshole, and I refuse to even give them any. I'll give them no quarter. Last one. Oh, it's been removed.
No.
Okay, so let's do
I
a
don't
little
know why I
scroll.
like this jelly one.
Yeah, I like it too because I know occasionally somebody I live with gets butter in the jelly and it maddens me.
It always irritated
3
me
possibilities.
when people got toast crumbs in the butter.
Yeah, I buy separate butter. Like we have sticks of butter at home, and we also have a tub of butter.
Yeah.
What you get in the tub of butter? Hey, that's your tub of butter. But I cook other things with the stick of butter.
Yeah.
Don't get shit on my stick of butter.
That butter, that's daddy's butter.
Consider that stick of butter the champagne room.
Okay, here's the copy of that last one. We're not gonna read. I just want you to hear the thing, and you tell me this motherfucker should have went to jail, or is the asshole, whatever.
Oh, the ring one?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
We
forgot
will
about
do
that
the peanut
one.
butter
Yeah, I
one.
want to hear this.
My wife and I were together for years and got divorced this year. The ring I proposed her with was brought over 100 years ago and given to me by my great grandma. I wanted it back. She said she didn't have it in a text, but she couldn't tell me what happened to it. So I broke into her apartment and took it back. I was in a hurry and made quite a mess looking for the ring.
What a dumbass.
My daughter told me she realized the ring was the only thing missing and told her about it. I'm not sure if she's using my daughter to manipulate me because she knows, but I'll continue playing dumb for now, although I genuinely believe the ring is rightfully mine. I'm glad this was removed. This is whack. I think it might be fake. You think like some old Nancy Drew type shit?
I mean, the dude's literally admitting to a B&E.
Yeah.
Yo,
A sloppy B&E.
breaking and entering, that is definitely some, that like I said, 100-year-old ring or something that's made out of precious metals and shit like that there, probably has a certain valuation over felony level, right?
Yeah.
This man just admitted to a crime. That's probably why they deleted
Yeah,
that
he
shit.
did a B&E to steal back a family heirloom that he gave away.
That OJ went to jail for that shit. Caught
Yeah, caught stealing his own shit back.
Yeah. Did 8 years in a clink for that shit. Because they never could get him for murder, could they? They never could.
That's because his son did it.
Yes.
It's one of the best episodes of my mama told me about that shit, bro. You should listen to that.
Oh shit! I saw it on TikTok from Anthony.
Well, it's also on a podcast that I also had a mini episode that I got to
Motherfucking mini episode.
that he selected that I talked about.
When I still had access to my my Instagram, I shared that episode on my own Instagram that Anthony got on the motherfucking mini episode.
But
mini
yeah,
episode?
it's so many reasons why his son probably did it. Like it's amazing.
Why is the mini episode song that much better than the regular theme song?
Mini- I don't know. I
That
like
mini episode.
I like both of them. It's kind of like you know how we do a remix. I like both of them.
You got to listen to Carl Carlson's cousin
I heard one episode before.
because their intro is basically the Skype ringtone, but his cousin like tweaked it, and that
Yeah.
shit goes so hard. Do 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 do. It goes. Am I the asshole for throwing out jelly my wife intentionally contaminated with peanut butter?
I say yes. You're wasting food.
No.
Yes.
Okay. Tonight, my wife, 31, female, and
Worst
I,
age for a woman.
32, male. We're making ourselves sandwiches for a late dinner. I decided to make turkey, and she decided to make PB&J. I watched her stick a knife into the peanut butter, spread it on the bread, and then stick the same knife into the jar of the strawberry jelly without cleaning off or using a different knife. I asked her if she was serious right now and if she could please not contaminate food intentionally. She responded by saying this was jelly, specifically for peanut butter and jelly. So it was fine. I said sometimes I sometimes eat jelly without peanut butter, and either way, it was disgusting. She said, fine, went over to the sink and rinsed off the knife, but only partially. She came back over to the table and stuck the same knife still with some peanut butter on it into the jar again and finished making her sandwich. After she was done, I took the jar out of the fridge and threw it in the trash. She took it out the trash and put it back in the fridge.
Now it depends on what the touch is, and if the jar is sealed.
If it ain't no babies in the house, you can just reach in the trash and get it out.
And now she's not talking to me. Am I the asshole?
Absolutely.
Yes. Now I thought about it. Now if she has stuck her knife in the peanut butter, that is different. Now stick it in the jelly goes back in the refrigerator. Cool. But if you get jelly inside the peanut butter, which you don't refrigerate peanut butter unless you're a psychopath, then that's different.
I have peanut butter in the fridge here, but that's only because it's the natural one with the oil, and it helps to solidify it.
Okay.
Edit. No, I'm not allergic to peanuts.
Oh.
Edit 2. My wife asked me to add that she's pregnant and peanut butter and jelly is pretty much the only sandwich she can have.
Why is that?
See,
Well, she's talking to you again.
the exact reason why I said dude was an asshole, he ended up it stuck because like even if he doesn't like it, she could still eat that fucking jelly.
Yes.
Like you're just being petty to throwing out the jar for no fucking reason.
You're the asshole for wasting food. Food that is feeding your wife, who is growing the baby you both decided to make for no damn reason outside of pettiness. Beg for forgiveness. Okay, so while we have this subject at hand, what's your peanut butter and jelly technique? I asked this because I listened to the Kind of Funny podcast, and two of the dudes on that show say that they use separate knives to make jelly. Like they use a completely separate knife for each function of the peanut butter and jelly.
I use a spoon and a butter knife. I use a butter knife on the peanut butter and a spoon on the jelly.
Okay.
I use the same knife, so I would get that guy upset.
I have used the same knife for both before. I don't care, but it's easier for me to use a spoon.
What do you do in particular?
I just get a little peanut butter inside the jelly. It's all right. Dishes are too much trouble.
I'm about to change your life. What do you do?
Okay, what I do is first I do jelly because jelly comes off cleaner than the peanut butter does.
Disagree.
Okay. So jelly first. Boom, boom, boom. Then
Sorry.
what I do for my clean piece of bread is I clean the jelly knife on the next piece of bread before I start the peanut butter.
Exact same thing, reverse. Peanut butter first. Boom. Blank piece of bread. Clean my knife off on the bread. Peanut butter comes off smooth. I use Jif Natural. If you wonder what peanut butter brand is, my bread. It's a clean knife. A clean knife. I don't fuck around. So I literally I'm wiping that bitch until that shit is shiny clean, and then into the jelly. And jelly, and I'm not a big jelly fan, so just enough jelly. Basically, the jelly's there just to basically do its job. But I don't put a lot of jelly.
That's what I used to do when I was a kid, and I didn't want to dirty more dishes.
Yeah.
Now, as a man who owns his own home, I just use a spoon and a knife.
Well, and I'm not knocking you for it, but the fact these dudes was like, I'm gonna use two different knives. I'm like, that's madness.
There's a little bit of a method to my madness, though, and it's because I find that getting the jelly out with just a butter knife is a little troublesome sometimes.
Correct.
So that's why I use a spoon for that.
Yeah.
Peanut butter, it usually holds more.
Yeah.
So when I'm scooping it out with a butter knife, it holds its form and comes out. Yeah. Whereas jelly, when I'm trying to pull it out, it just like flops around and falls off and shit. Yeah. So it's just a matter of ease of getting it out.
Yeah, and I hear you on that, and I don't think that's crazy. But yeah, don't stick a peanut butter filled knife in a jelly jar. I know you don't care because you're gonna eat it, but you can easily clean that knife with the very bread you have in front of you.
It doesn't make you a monster though, Gabe, because I've done it before.
Okay.
No, what's calling
I don't want to be a monster.
No one's calling you a monster.
It's not even necessary for you to clean it. It's your peanut butter and your jelly. You can do whatever the fuck you want with it.
It's necessary.
True.
You can put your dick in that jar if you want.
I got kids.
You could be a goober house.
They could just be your fucking peanut butter, you know? Like,
Yeah, exactly. There's goober already. I grew up in a goober house. And
I love Goober, but we looked it up. That shit ain't like real. Like that jelly in there ain't
wow,
jelly.
as a grown man, I realized
That was like high fructose corn syrup with food coloring.
That shit's malicious. The fact they sold that shit and still sell that shit on I'm right? You can go get some Goober right now. Is
The peanut butter in it though was this nice gritty shit. Oh, it was fantastic.
I used to spoon that shit.
Oh yeah,
take
like
it to the face like a G.
Yeah.
oh yeah, that was like a Friday night snack.
Oh my god.
Get that, come home, watch TJIF.
I didn't have any
Urkel,
of,
you funny motherfucker.
any of your cupcakes, and I'm not trying to like, ooh, look, I bought cupcakes. None of that. I truly want to know,
Oh, they're gone anyway.
were
so-
they as good as the wedding cake?
Oh wait, the cupcakes came from there too.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I thought you got the bitches like Giant Eagle or
No,
something.
I got you the things from Mimsy's.
Oh, that makes sense why you just gave me them random ass Rice Krispie dog bones then.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was wondering why the cupcakes were so good.
Tell me the cheese was so good.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm glad they were good. That's all I want to know.
Yeah, well, like, I swear to God, I thought they were from Giant Eagle. So I was like, man, Giant Eagle's pumping out some good ass baked goods. No, the cupcakes were really good.
Good. I'm glad.
I like Giant Eagle's.
I love Giant Eagle's buttercream. I'm never disrespecting.
I was gonna say the cookie cake.
Oh, kind of like, yeah, like
Well-
the edible arrangement type thing.
Where else am I supposed to get a cookie cake?
I mean, they
Anywhere?
They did take Mrs. Fields from us, so you're right. But still,
Yeah,
Anywhere.
like Walmart, like any grocery store sells cookie cake.
well, I'm saying it's not. They're not good. They ain't no Mrs. Fields.
I mean, to
Remember that
be.
used to be a part of the work experience.
Oh yeah.
We used everybody anybody who had a set usually got a cookie cake from downstairs before it became the not whack, but the less good cookie spot. And that was just a dope part of working there. It's like coming from a
Well,
cookie cake.
I can fork over whatever absorbent price Insomniac cookie wants for their giant cookie, but
God damn, bro, them cookies so good. Vanessa,
they're really good cookies.
Vanessa and I was talking about getting cookies tonight because Doughboys did so many cookies this week, and we listened to the episode today.
But I looked at the price of that giant cookie and like, wow.
Sometimes you just gotta ball out though.
For real, I'm grown. So it's at this point, it's got to be. I'm gonna live.
Oh, I balled out like a motherfucker last weekend for my birthday.
My son, in what can only be described as, I'm gonna say his angels was looking out for him, got that car to pass e-check. Apparently, it's a lick spot over there in
You pay somebody?
in Broadview Heights or North Royalton over that general area. That they have a machine, and he said that he was told to use the automated machine. He said the automated machine was broken, so he actually had to have the dude do the test. And he said, "Dad, I swear to God, just when I pulled up, all the lights that was on that would have maybe autofill turned off on the car." And he put me on. He called me to tell me that he had passed this e-check. So today I let him legit. We went to the BMV and I let him get his personalized license plate. I paid that cost because he'd asked, could he get a personalized plate? And I said, if you can get this motherfucker to pass e-check, son, I got you. He fixed the hood. Did I hear about the hood situation?
No.
Oh,
I haven't heard shit about this car since you brought it home.
My son driving on the highway, the hood on his car flipped up,
I've been there before.
bent back, and basically broke the what are those things called? If you
Latches?
Hinge, latch.
hinge latch, yes, those things. And we was pretty much like, oh, well, fuck this car. This car is a piece of shit. It's already doing you dirty, and we just gonna take it as a $1,500 lesson, and that's okay, son. I go, sometimes you got to take lessons like that. But he kind of accepted that for a little bit and had been driving my car, and I'm okay with that because I work from home now. Fuck, I'm gonna do. But he kind of just stayed on it, kind of stayed focused on it. Took the hood off, kind of see if he could kind of bend the metal back. Was looking into replacing the hinges and shit, and got a lick on that. It was like, hey, Dad, they do make a replacement latch. You know what I'm saying? The one that you open the hood up. I go, okay, I'll get you the latch. Cool. He got that hood back on. It's not great, but it is back on. We got the latch. I ordered the latch. He got the latch, and it's staying down. But we also went ahead and bought some of the sports ties. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen a car with like little metal pins? They were saying
Oh, you attach it to the top and they kind of hook on it.
yeah. So I got him some of those that just as a double effort. So he got the hood fixed, and I'm like, okay, next step, e-check. You pass e-check, baby? Sure thing. And he did. And I got to give it up to him, man. Blessings to him because he managed to make that shit. And I'm like, all right, we got to get you some new tires. Because it's probably time to get some new tires. But well done, Junior. I'm proud of the little motherfucker. His friend today, his best friend, crashed his car down in the same valley my son crashed my Honda in. His tire exploded on him, lost control of the car, ended up in the Rocky River.
What?
Oh,
damn.
man.
Yeah.
Did you have to break the window to get out? Like some more fucking...
I had a tire explode on me. That's just scary.
Yeah, Rocky River is like
Very loud.
that deep. Where
Very
he was
loud.
at.
Okay.
The problem being,
Yeah.
it's by the pedestrian bridge, so everybody's looking at my man sitting there. Xander went to rescue him, of course, and like Xander took pictures of the car and stuff, and like and his buddy's like literally wrapped in a blanket in tears, having a problem because he just crashed the car, and the cops wrote that little child a ticket for failure to control.
Oh.
And I'm like, you can eat all the dick in the world because the tire exploded. There's no control at that point.
What the fuck?
I looked out
I'm
when
hoping-
it happened to me
Yeah.
because we were on the freeway when the tire started shaking.
Yeah.
And I never had a tire pop before. I didn't know I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah.
And like, it was like my mom was in the car, my stepdad, my brother. I got off the freeway and I was driving around East 55th and all of a sudden just pop.
Yeah.
The tire right underneath me in front, the driver's tire just exploded. The fucking, the wall on it bust.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, people wonder why I roll my eyes when they say, "Oh, need cops to put their lives on the line for our safety." Like, yeah, okay,
Well, I'm hoping his father.
right on.
And they need to fight that shit.
Yeah, I'm hoping his father just says we gonna take this bitch to trial, because I would think any judge would be reasonably like, the tire exploded. What control are you expect to maintain when something of that magnitude occurs? You know what I'm saying? They don't teach you what to do when a tire pops. They just don't. And believe me, I'm taking the classes, so.
Oh yeah, like I didn't know what to do. Like I was barely moving because we were at a red light and I just started to go when it went. So like I was barely in motion. Yeah. So the tire popped and the car just dropped. Yeah. Like if I was going around a bend or some shit like this kid might have been doing,
Exactly.
I don't know what the fuck would have happened.
So he just got that car, so I feel so bad for him. He's just a young guy just trying to make it in the world. That's the one who dropped out of homeschool. So.
Oh, yeah, with the rich dad.
Yeah.
Homeschool dropout.
Well off there. Well off.
Well off.
But,
Well off, not wealthy.
That's the show, people. You know how we do. Please rate, review, subscribe, and share the show wherever possible. Subscribe to our Twitch channel and follow us over on Twitter. I have not made the new YouTube channel yet. I just kind of been, I don't know about that. Kind of glum is what I'm going to say about that. If you want to support the show financially and have a few bucks to toss our way, hit us over on Patreon. Members at the $5 and above level get extra content each month and early access to new shows, including Stage Crunchy Milk presents Creme Patissier, a Great British Bake Off recap show that Ant and I are working on. And like I said, we got drinks working on this Ted Lasso shit. We're gonna figure that out because I love that show and I just love talking about it. I hit Ant boxed up and was like, "Have you watched this shit yet?" And he had not, and I was real disappointed that he had not, because I needed to express some things about what happened.
Well, like you texted me like during the workday,
I know, baby.
and I told you I only have access to 2 in my bedroom.
I know, but I was hoping you just stayed up late and watched it Thursday night like I had.
Oh no.
So it's all to the good. We have merch available, tpublic.com/user/stagecrunchy milk, all one word. Go copy your shirt. Go buy some fly shit. Got some ideas for some new shirt designs. So be on the lookout for that. When they go up, I would definitely post them on the socials. You know how we do. Shoot us a message over at podcast@stagecrunchyMilk.com. Love to hear from you. I don't believe we have any messages this week, and I can't check it because we're on mobile. Feel free to give us a call at 216-302-8763. That's 216-302-8-POD. Again, we'd certainly love to hear from you. Trust me, I have been masked up this entire time. I know you hear me coughing and are like, "Damn, is T dying? Did he get that vid?" No, and I made a point to go get tested when I wasn't feeling well and had a poop situation. I think the one poop that I told you I'll show you a picture of was holding back everything like a dam. And then that one went, and everything else came with
Oh,
it.
I've had that happen before, where there's like a brick, and like once the brick makes it through, there's just like C comes out behind it.
Well, it was later in the day that the sea showed up, but I feel like the one thing was the beaver dam, and everything else was the rush that was coming from downstream. No, I didn't share the picture with him. That is Tatum 216.
Yes, y'all.
It's Lunchbox 2099.
Yeah, I've looked at poop pics.
That's the real ODP.
I get scared sometimes.
Hey man, we are live from Dan's Basement Studios. I didn't mention that early enough. Also didn't mention that the lyrics I spit earlier in this show was for Columbus's own Blueprint off Aesop Rock's Daylight EP. The name of that song is Alchemy. And of course it'll be in the show notes, but I want to make sure I shared that information with you. I am the Internet's Terror 713. You've just been podcasting. I know you loved it. Peace.
Flaky sea salt.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I guess I need to grab this damn recorder that's sitting on the floor so I can push the button that says,
Hey, what happened to you? You used to be beautiful.